We're starting now. Hello and welcome everyone, whoever is watching, whenever you're watching, or wherever you are watching from. Welcome to today's daily Limbus stream, featuring the Kurokumo clan. And my birthday as well. And since it is my birthday, I decided to play a team I actually like, instead of playing teams that I don't usually play like before. Well, with that said, let us begin. The Kurokumo currently has only 6, sadly. Only 6 IDs, unfortunately. We are looking to remedy that one day. But they're very good 6 IDs, they are very nice to use, and they are very powerful with the right setup. Sorry. Alright, here we go. Hold on. Sorry, I'm eating something, so I kinda wanna eat it first. Let's begin our studies of the IDs. We're gonna do Ryoshu, Honglu, Rodion, Gregor, Heathcliff, and then Ishmael from, in my personal opinion, from weaker to strongest. Here we go. Starting with Honglu. So, here. Honglu possesses a 3 lust, 2 pride, 1 sloth, sloth guard. He has a passive that is very simple. It is a resonance. The last coin, the last skill in the chain, inflicts 3 bleed. It's a 3 lust resonance. Last skill on the chain inflicts plus 3 bleed. Very good. His support passive is just more bleed with fast attack, nothing to look at here. Let's look at his first skill. This is like, I do believe this is a launch ID, so they are, you know, quite outdated by now. But they still can hold their own because of Captain Ishmael. Well, Kurokumo Captain Ishmael, not to be confused with a certain other captain. His first skill is a very simple 11 roller, single coin, inflicts 3 bleed, no conditionals, nothing to do there. Now, the star of the show really for this ID is his skill 2, which is a 13 roller on a 5 plus 4 plus 4. If the target has less than 4 bleed, use coin 1 and coin 2. Reuse coins, right. Reuse coin 1 and coin 2. Making this attack roll a possible of 8, 8, 16, 21. Hold on, let me write that down. 21 on a 5 plus 4 plus 4. 4 plus 4. Not bad. 21 is the power of certain skill trees, so nothing to scoff at. Here we go. Hello, Acidic Trauma. How are you doing? Welcome to G4's birthday stream where he plays a team he actually likes. Oh. And he eats garlic bread live on stream. His skill tree is a 7-2-2-2, making it a 4-6, making it an 11 roller. Very weak, now that you think about it. 11. But the star of the show of this skill isn't its coin power or its base power. It's the fact that it inflicts 5 paralyze, which is very good. There we go. Combat, it inflicts, so it's going to be inflicting 6 bleed and 6 paralyze. we go. And in the case he has more than one of these skills, I assume that this combat start stacks. So you can get real silly with it. Not doing so great right now. Hopefully this cheers me up. Do you wish to talk about it? I not only play Limbus, but I do like to talk with my audience. I did put that you can ask questions, so feel free to talk if you need to. Anyway, combat start. Inflict, +1 bleed, +1 paralysis. Very nice. His skill 2 inflicts 3 bleed. Very good. That is Honglu Kurokumo. His defense has nothing. It's a sloth defense with a 9-3. Nothing to really do here. It's just his skill tree is really good for support. Moving on to Kurokumo Clan Wakashu Ryoshu. Alright, this is a really good garlic bread. Let me just add a table to the document I'm editing here right now. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. Table for Honglu. There we go. Insert row below. And let's do Ryoshu. Ryoshu possesses 3 gluttony, 2 pride, and 1 lust with a lust block. Now, lust block is very important for this team. For the lust resonance, we require to activate a passive from Captain Ishmael, which will turn these quite weak IDs into something properly powerful. Her passive is very simple. It's a 3 lust resonance that gives her 10% more damage against targets with bleed. Nothing really exceptional, and we are going for lust resonance all the time, so we are going to get it. Alright, just something is wrong with my grandma, and she's at the hospital right now getting checked out. I'm being sure my parents she's okay, but I don't think she is. Ooh. Well, best you can do right now, unless have you already, I assume you already went to visit her or something like that, would be to try and visit her, see with your own eyes, and be there for her if it is truly something serious. But I don't think your parents will be lying to you. But again, I do not know your parents. But best you can do is really just try and go there if you have the time and be there for her. Anyway, now, skill 1. It is a 11 roller. On 5 plus 6. Not well. Honglu also rolls at 11 on his skill 1, so it's really nothing a lot here. Plus 20% more damage against targets with 2 bleed, which they would always have 2 bleed, so plus 20% versus 2 bleed. And the best part about this ID and the best part about her attacks is that beautiful inflict 3 paralyze. Now, together with Honglu and Ryoshu on a team, we have 2 opportunities to nerf a character before an actual clash can occur, which is very good, but you are at the mercy of speed. Skill 2. It is a 15 roller. Higher than the base Honglu. Base Honglu can roll a 21 with his skill 2. Plus 20% damage against targets with bleed. No, specifically 5 bleed count, not just bleed. It has to be bleed count. That is something we have to pay attention to. And the skill 2 only inflicts damage down and 3 bleed count. Damage down. The damage down is a nice little extra, but not really that much. It's a 20% damage reduction coming from the enemy. That is, assuming the enemy is going to be hitting us. But then again, the Kurokumo clan does receive some bonuses from letting some of its allies get hit, because Heathcliff can punish those that attack his allies. So having them deal less damage is very good. And finally, here's skill 3, which is an 8-4-4, putting it at a 16 roll. Higher than base the Honglu by a lot. It is 8 plus 6, 4 plus 4. If the target has 9 bleed count. So that's a lot of extra damage there. I like that. And 9 bleed count is not that difficult to achieve, especially on the mirror dungeon. 9 bleed count. It inflicts 2 bleed and 3 count, and 5 offense level down. All in all, a very straightforward ID. Nothing really exceptional here, but the paralyze is very good. Alright, moving on to the next sinner. Let me just, here we go, insert a new table. I am keeping track of all the IDs that I, research, quote unquote. Let's look at Rodion, as she has been released together with these older IDs. Rodion, she has 3 Gloom, 2 Lust, 1 Pride, and a Pride counter, which is very special. I'm gonna call me on my dad's phone. She's doing alright, so that's good. I'm just paranoid sometimes. A bit of paranoia is always healthy, especially in the age that we live in. But it's still, if you can go there unless she lives in another city, but the physical presence is something that cannot be replaced with just talking on the phone. Something that we have to learn apparently relearn on the modern times. Now, Rodion has a very unique passive. A unique counter. Her passive is a 4 Lust owned that gives her counter at 5 poise uses a skill 3. So 5 plus poise, counter uses S3. Her S1 Gloom is a 11 roller, par for the course, 5 plus 6. At 4 poise, she gains coin power plus 2. Turning this attack into a 13 roller. 5 plus 8. And she gains exactly 4 poise when she uses that skill on hit. Of course, if she hits. That means the skill from the very first usage, as long as she doesn't crit, she is going to gain 2 coin power. Very nice. S2. It is a 2 coin 633, putting it as a 12 roller. Outrolled by her skill 1 after 1 usage. Wow. On use, she gains 2 points count, and she has the same effect as the previous attack, but at a 5 coin. Making this attack a 5-5-10, and making this attack a 16 roller, actually. Very interesting. It's already outrolling Honglu. So 6 plus 5 plus 5. Honglu's S3. She gains poise, and she inflicts bleed. So inflicts 5 bleed, gains 5 poise. And last but not least, her S3, a 7-18, a mono coin skill with a very high roll. So that makes it a 25 roll, the highest so far, because it's a 7 plus 18. Now, if the target has 6 bleed, she has double the crit chance. That is the only ID I think that does that. And at 10 poise, double crit damage. She was the Pinky Apprentice before the Pinky Apprentice. and she inflicts 10 bleed on a crit. Now let's recall that if she has 5 poise, she uses this on a counter. And her defense is very simple. It's gain protection and gain poise count. It's own use, so she benefits from multiple users of it. Gain 1 protection. Gain 2 poise count. Now reminder that count for poison means the amount of times you can critically hit. All potency is essentially your crit chance. Here we go. That is Kurokumo clan Wakashu Rodia. Now let's look at the Kurokumo clan captain, Gregor. But before we do that, I'm gonna get myself more garlic bread. Sorry, excuse me, it's my birthday. I don't care. I'm gonna get my goddamn garlic bread. Gotta get the garlic bread. I'm so hungry for garlic bread. Garlic bread. Delicious garlic bread. Birthday garlic bread. Garlic bread is good. And garlic in it. That's why it's called garlic bread. Almost back. I'm collecting garlic bread in my hands right now. Glorious garlic bread. Garlic bread is in my hands. Soon it will be on my stomach. I got a hot tray in my hands. God damn it. Ooh, that's hot. Hell yeah, perfect. If you can't tell, I am quite chipper about the garlic bread. I return. Oh, hope you didn't miss me. This is gonna get over the microphone. Whatever. Like other streamers that try to make their streams better, I promise to make mine progressively worse, so don't worry about it. Here we go. Gregor, time to see what you can do, bro. Gregor, you have a 3 slot, 2 lust, 1 gloom, and a lust block. Your passive is inflict bleed 3 times per turn. It's that simple. Lust for lust ode, inflict 1 bleed 3 times per turn. Very simple, very nothing. Skill 1, a 10 roller, the weakest so far. That is interesting. But it does gain clash power. Again, doesn't save it from being like the weakest S1 we've seen so far. A 5+5 plus 2 clash power versus 7 bleed. Inflict bleed. In 1 count. This is the most boring and most uninteresting S1 we've seen so far for the Kurokumo, but S1s exist just a few slots really. This one can get easily replaced, and it's going to be replaced by Shadow Cloud, which is his skill 2, which is a 15 roller. Standing with Ryoshu as the strong S2, but not behind Honglu with his conditional. 15 roller, it's a 5+5+5. It has the same as before, If the enemy has bleed, they gain clash power. Again, clash power is nice, but it doesn't equate to damage. But, however, it has a support and inflicts offense level down. And if the target has 7 bleed, inflict 1 attack power down, which is very nice. Not so much inside of the dungeon, but outside of the dungeon. On the main content, 1 attack power down is very nice to have. Finally, we have his big attack, which is cool because he breaks a bottle and it smashes on someone's head. It is a 4-3-3-3, 6-9 13 roller. Kinda low, very low, matter of fact. It has the same passive as his S2 and S1, with 1 additional. If the target has 10 bleed, he gains coin power. Coin power. Against 10 bleed. Turning his pathetic 13 roller into a proper 19 roller. Still not the best thing out there, but we can have 4 plus 5 plus 5 plus 5. Alright. Inflicts offense level down, inflicts more offense level down, inflicts offense level down, and inflicts the extremely rare and extremely powerful plus coin drop next turn. We don't see a lot of those for good reason, because they are quite powerful. They're the opposite of coin power. Now, it inflicts 1 coin, -1 coin power on enemy, 7 bleed. There we go, 7 bleed and his own coin power, and if 7 bleed, he inflicts 4 offense level downs. I'm writing this down on another window, don't worry about it if I take it too long. Offense down. All in all, Gregor here is not very good. He is one of the weakest. He lags behind in terms of damage to Hong Lu, but he has a lot of support potential with those offense level downs. The problem is he has to win those clashes to begin with to apply that, or attack one-sided. Finally, we got the 4 lower ranking ones out of the way. We're now gonna look at the meat and potatoes of the Kurokumo team, the stars of the show, Ishmael and Heathcliff. Starting with Heathcliff, which is my favorite ID in Limbus company. I like the way his skills work, I like the way the ID looks, and I like the way he fights. Here we go. Heathcliff has, this is good. True Wrath, True Pride, 1 Lust, and the Lust Clashable counter. Very important counter for Heathcliff. Now let's begin with his passive, which is a little longer. His passive is a Tree Lust Res, with a unique passive that needs no activation. When a Kurokumo clan ally dies, he gains 1 slash power up for this encounter. When 3 or more Kurokumo allies are defeated, gain Battle Ready for this encounter. Battle Ready. Bleed potency encounter. Inflict with this unit skill or coin effects +1. Gain 1 slash power up and 3 slash damage up for the duration of this encounter. Hopefully we will not let that happen, but we know how it is. So, I don't need to write this down because this is such an automatic thing. In any case, Dark Cloud Blade. When there are true plus allied Kurokumo identities on the field, including this unit, gain 1 Dark Cloud Blade, max 1, which gives him slash power and 1 bleed on hit with slash skills. Against enemies that, in this turn, use defensive skills or at max HP before attacking, he deals more damage. If an enemy attacks another ally With a skill that dealt damage this turn, use an unopposed attack against the attacker with skill 1, once per turn. If the enemy killed another ally, or if said ally is at less than 25% after the enemy's attack, use an unopposed attack against the attacker with rules of the backstreet instead. Once per ally, 2 times per turn. If the skill activated with this effect counts as an attack skill. In summary, he's as good as garlic bread. No. Kurokumo Heathcliff exists to deal damage and to punish those that win clashes against us or dare use unbreakable coins. He's very good. His attacks are unopposed. They can still be clashed, mind you, by clashable counters, clashable blocks, but it is a very good idea because, again, it punishes the enemy severely for daring to win clashes. So, attack enemy that attacked ally. Attack enemy with empowered counter if ally dies or is staggered at 20% HP. More damage against enemies that use defense skills. 10% damage versus defense skills or full health enemies. He gains Dark Cloud Blade automatically because we have plenty of Kurokumos. So gain 1 Dark Cloud Blade, 1 slash, plus 1 bleed. Very simple, very good, very nice, and I love him for it. Skill 1, Lenticular Rend. It's a 3/4/4, an 11 roller. Spar for the course. 3 plus 4 plus 4. Coin power plus 1 for every 6 bleed on target, max true. Similar to the T-Corp units, he does the thing where he gains coin power. So coin power plus 1 for every 6 bleed, max of true. Meaning his attack goes from a 11 to a 13, and then it goes to a 16. Being a 3 plus 5 plus 5. And then a 3 plus 6 plus 6. He gains true defense power up. Power up next turn on use. He inflicts true bleed and 1 defense level down. True bleed, 1 offense down. Very nice. Skill 2, Storm Cloud. Same as before, 4/6/6. It is a nice 16 roller. His skill 1 can roll 16, so that's very nice. Skill 2, it's a 16 roller at 4 plus 6 plus 6. But due to the conditional, it can become much more powerful. From the 16, it becomes a 18 and then a 20 roller. Very nice, Heathcliff. Very nice indeed. So from 16 it becomes an 18 plus 8 plus 8. And then it becomes a 20 roll at 4 plus 9 plus 9. Very nice. It inflicts 4 true bleed and true bleed count. True bleed count. 1 slash fragility and 1 attack power down. It's the same thing that Gregor has, but on his skill 2. Incredibly good skill. Finally is skill 3, a skill that we're going to be seeing a lot, but not as much as his counter. Here we go. His skill 3 is a 5/4/4. That's a 9, that's 17. 17, 5 plus 4, plus 4 plus 4. 8, 12, 17, yep. It has the same passive as before. The coin power goes up if the target has bleed. On a 12 bleed, it has full coin power, growing from a 17 to a 19, and then from a 19 to a 20, if I am not mistaken. No, I am very mistaken. Hold on. His attack goes from a 17 to a 20 on the first threshold, and then it goes to a 23 on the second threshold. Now, what do you mean by thresholds, G4? It's very simple. I am marking down on a file here all of these magical numbers that an ID needs to reach before the attack is at full potential. In this case, I am marking down that this character needs to be clashing against someone with 12 bleed to gain coin power for maximum power. Now, this power can go away if the target no longer has bleed, so we need bleed count, and we need bleed count desperately. But since we're doing a mirror dungeon, bleed count is not going to be a problem, because we're gonna get all the gifts that inflict bleed, and we're gonna be fine. But here is the important thing about the skill tree. It gives us Cumulus Wall. Gain 1 Cumulus Wall. It gains a defense power up and 1 Dark Cloud Blade next turn. However, we can only have 1 Dark Cloud Blade, I am fairly sure, and so we do not benefit from that. We would benefit from that if we had less Kurokumo IDs on the field. However, we do not, and so he gets this automatically, so not even worth writing down. What is Cumulus Wall? Cumulus Wall is the effect that we need to transform his counter into the rules of the backstreet. Delicious garlic bread. Now, this skill inflicts 8 bleed, gains a damage bonus of 20%, and plus 10% damage for every type of negative effect on target. Now, by itself, this skill can get a 40% damage bonus. If he hits all the attacks, of course. I'm not counting like he's gonna lose clashes. 1 and 2. Now, if he wins the clashes and hit with both first coins, he's going to be inflicting bleed and slash fragility. That is 2 types of negative effects. That means this automatically gains a 20% on top of the final coin dealing more damage. Already gains another 20%. So he starts out with a 40% damage bonus on his third coin. Now, last thing we have to check here is his clashable counter. You might have noticed that most of his attacks have a defense power up just for this reason, the clashable counter rules of the backstreets. If Kurokumo Clan Ishmael is on the field, activate the following. Convert all coins in the skill into unbreakable coins. Final power plus 4 to the skill upon clash lose. Deal 10% damage on every type of negative effect on target. If this unit has Cumulus Walls, unconditionally activate all reuse effects on the skill's coins. So, not only if his boss is present, he gets all unbreakables, unbreakable. If Ishmael is on the field. Oh yes, we didn't check the rolls, right? His roll is a 4-5, a 9. 4 plus 5. It might not seem that impressive for how much I've been glazing over him, but bear with me. It can roll a 8 even if he loses the clash with a single coin, but here's the thing. On hit inflicts True Blade. If this unit has Dark Cloud Blade, reuse coin once per skill. If this unit has Battle Ready, reuse coin once per skill. Now, this becomes a 3-coiner, turning this into a 19 roll, much stronger than his base S3. However, we have to consider that all of his skills so far give him defense level up. Defense power up. Except for his second skill, which is the offensive one. No, he does. Oops, my bad. Oopsie. So all of his skills give him defense power up, which will in turn empower this skill by quite a lot. So let's see. This skill then becomes from a 9 to a 4 plus 5 plus 5, and then to a 4 plus 5 plus 5 plus 5. 4 plus 5 plus 5 plus 5. So it goes from 9 to 14 and then to 19, not considering defense power-ups that we can get. If we have Cumulus Wall, all of the coins will activate regardless if we have Dark Cloud Blade or Battle Ready, because if you recall, Battle Ready requires 3 of our allies to die, and we don't want that happening. Dark Cloud Blade activates automatically because we have multiple enemies, multiple Kurokumos on the field, so his skill always is going to be rolling a 14, and more damage on types of negative effects. And that is Kurokumo Heathcliff. He is one of the linchpins of this team, together with Captain Ishmael, which we'll be seeing now. Hello Josette, how are you doing? Thank you so much, Acid Trauma. And before we check, we have a bot trying to sell me viewers. His name is Fragile Henchman DJ. So Fragile Henchman, welcome to becoming an enemy on my tabletop. Hello, Fragile Henchman. I like garlic bread. Ishmael. 3 envy, 2 pride, 1 lust, and 1 lust dodge. Her passive is very important for the Kurokumo team. When a Kurokumo ally dies, gain 1/power up for this encounter. When 3 or more Kurokumo allies dies, she gains battle ready, just like Heathcliff. Now, this is heavily incentivizing us to let the other allies die, but we are not going to do that, because we won't need to. But if push comes to shove, we become stronger if they die. And here we have the game changer. Her 3 Lust Resonance passive. Combat start. If there are 2 allied Kurokumo clan identities in this encounter, including this unit, she gains Dark Cloud Blade, just like Heathcliff, gaining +1/power on every one of her skills. So if you look back at Heathcliff, all of his attacks gain +1 power, meaning his skill 1 can roll a 17, his skill 2 can roll a 21, and his skill 3 can roll a 24. Combat start. Apply 1 Dark Cloud to Kurokumo clan identities adjacent to this unit on the dashboard, and at 4+ Lust Resonance, 1 more to activate the passive, apply 1 Dark Cloud to all other Kurokumo clan allies. What is Dark Cloud? Well, it converts all of these units' base attack skill coins used this turn to unbreakable coins, prevents damage from staggering this unit until skill ends, and inflicts +1 bleed effects. And on a clash lose, the attack gains final power +3. And now you see why I really enjoy this. Hold on, JetPlayer, did you get a link sent to your Steam? I have not, because I am not looking at my Steam right now. So no, I have not received anything, and I'm not receiving anything for stream right now. I'll check this later. I did an art stream earlier today, so I might not have this finished, but I'll try to make a bit art. That is very sweet. Thank you, Acidic Trauma. That is very sweet. That means a lot. Thank you. Anyway, you started to see why I like this thing so much. A lot of people complain about unbreakable coins in Limbus Company because, oh, it's fun, or the enemy, we're on the clash and I still got beat up. This allows me to do the very same thing to my enemies, and all that it takes is a 4 lust resonance, and it doesn't even have to be absolute. So, continuing on. Gain Dark 4 Lust Res, Dark Cloud to everyone, which is what we want. Her skill 1, 344. That is another 11 roller, nothing power for the course here. 344. She has coin power, same as Heathcliff, for bleed on target, meaning this attack can become much stronger if the enemy has bleed. As per usual, the two main combat IDs have the same passive, so her 11 becomes a 13 and her 13 becomes a 15 at 355 and then 366. Deals more damage according to the target, and by usage alone she gets a 20% damage bonus because it inflicts 3 bleed and 1 offense down. S2, same as before, deals extra damage on negative effects on target and coin power for every bleed on target. It is a 16 roller, very good, and that 16 can become much stronger. That's not considering the Dark Cloud buff, mind you. So coin power for every bleed on target, turning this 16 into a 18 and then into a 20. No, wait. 7, 7, and then 8, 8. That is correct. She deals 10% more damage for effects on target. On but start, on 2 other allied Kurokumo identities with the fastest speed, apply 2 damage up per turn. If there are 6 plus Kurokumo units, including this unit, apply 4 damage up to 5 allies instead. More damage on top of our damage just by playing the team gimmick. Inflict 2 bleed, inflict slash fragility, so she gains a 20% damage bonus right away. If there are 6 more units including this unit, inflict 2 fragile stat, turning that 20 into a 30% power bonus. Very nice. Skill 3, a 5444. Then it's an 812, 17 roll. Quite low on the S3 range, but we have coin bonuses for that. Actually, I do believe her 17 is the same as Heathcliff. Yeah. It's the very same attack, only with a few differences. Coin power, gains slash power up next turn. Inflict 2 bleed, inflict 3 bleed, deals more damage for negative effects on target, and she has the special that it activates bleed on the target 3 times, reducing their count by 3. Now, we're struggling to maintain count here, outside of the mirror dungeon at least, but it is still very good to deal a lot of damage. We just have to hold back on that. And her dodge has a gain 1 protection once per turn, and on 2 highest resonance, allied Kurokumo clan identities including this unit with the fastest speed gains defense power ups. Love this ID. Love this thing. Let's get to fighting. I already have a bleeding ready. And so we are going to deploy with them. This is like playing a bleed team with a Kurokumo Clan. What do you think about the Blood Fiends? Now, I did a run with the Blood Fiends. They are very interesting. They're all about teasing the usage of that skill tree, building up your blood feast. So you're constantly holding back your skill tree until it's time to unleash the beast. Now, here's what we're going to be using. Pointless Yiseng for SP maintaining. It has nothing else that can help this thing, honestly. Faust is here because of Sanity as well. Faust, unfortunately, does not have any good bleed IDs to help us move forward here. So double the sanity. Manager Dawn is here because she has a berserk passive for her guys, so if they are low on health, they gain damage up. Blade Lineage Merceau is here because of poise. There's only one ally in the Kurokumo team that has poise, and that is Rhodia. Rhodia will do more damage on her critical with poise. She already does double damage on certain level of poise. She's gonna do even more. And then we have Honglu, Heathcliff, and then we have House of Spiders. Why I choose House of Spiders? Because the ally with the fastest speed heals 5 SP against 5 shield when starting combat with a defense skill equipped. Now, we don't really need the 5 SP. The 5 shield is okay. I've already used the Bloodfiend team. I only have 2 of them, Prince and Princess, both up type 4, level 50. Now, it's the Prince and the Princess really giga buffs each other. They're very good together. Since Princess is a second kindred, and the Prince buffs the hell out of any kindred above them, it is a very good thing. Now that I think of, the House of Spiders is not a very good choice because it's for the fastest ID. I want it for Rhodia, but whatever. I put Barber Otis because of the healing on kill. We don't exactly plan on taking a lot of damage, but you never know. And finally, we have Gregor over here. Because we have a full team, this is gonna go much faster. Wow, I spent an hour yapping about my favorite team. Let's get right down into the meaty depths of the dungeon. And hey, if I'm in a good mood, I might just go to floor 10. We are not taking guidance because I need Starlight for my big string. And of course we are getting bleed. We are not taking any gifts from here, although it pains me to leave behind. I'm planning on working on my bleeding after I get Wild Hunt. Bleeding is very good. I like bleed. I like when I swing sword at enemy and enemy suddenly bleeds. It's fun. And then I like when I swing sword and it hits critical hit and then the enemy bleeds more. I love that. So, a lot of the magical number for most of our IDs is 6 bleed on the enemy. The only exception for that really is Rhodia with poise, gaining coin power. And let's see. Honglu has the weird one where he gains more coins on his statue if the character does not have enough bleed. It's very good early on, but it falls off deeper into the dungeon when the enemy has infinite bleed. Here we go. We are going into the automated factory for both of the gifts that empower our sinners are there. Our deployment order is of course going to be Heathcliff first, Kurokumo Captain second, Wakashu third, Wakashu Rhodian, followed by Hin. Unfortunately, Gregor is the weakest of the Kurokumo IDs, both in terms of coin numbers, coin power, row power, and effects. He's a very good support ID. So, deploy them to battle, my children. It is finally time for Japanese swords. Here we go, my favorite team. Now, Gregor has one utility, I will tell you that much. He has a Lust Block. Lust Block allows us to get our, Lust Resonance. At 3 we get 2 allies with unbreakable coins, and at 3 for resonance we get all allies with unbreakable coins. Much appreciated. And since it is my birthday, I am going to be smoking. Now, it's not bad for lose clashes with the weaker IDs, especially because they get Heathcliff to be on their tail every time. And now, since we have 3 defense power up, and Cumulus Wall, and Dark Cloud Blade, and since Cumulus Wall just activates all the rerolls, we just get to use that. Yep. Here we go. We're already rolling at 24 rules of the back streets. We have no gifts except Wound Clarion. And we are already rolling this high. Here we go, here we go, here we go. Decided. What we want to do is replace Gregor's skills 1 with skills 2 because they're lust. And I don't want to do the same for Ryoshu because Ryoshu has a paralysis, but I like to have a lust chain. I got this as a gift from my friend. It is one of the cheap cigars that I usually buy, but because my friend gave it to me, it has a special meaning. It isn't about the price or quality, it's about the sentiment behind it.
내가 건드릴 필요가 없나? 그래 뭐 덜 다치고 오라고.
배는 맛은 있는 편이 좋은데. 뒤가 봐주지.
I will say, however, Gregor's animation for his skill tree is phenomenal. If you don't pay attention to it, he breaks a bottle and strikes at the enemy twice and then does a slash. That's a guard. Oh, time to work on the B-Day art, and I hope I don't lose my mind this soon. Once again, it is much appreciated as a troll. You don't have to, but thank you so much. I have yet to check your channel, by the way. Thanks for reminding me. I will be opening it now. Going to your channel. I didn't realize OBS could open links like that. I'm already subscribed, so I'm just gonna copy the current address and open it on my browser so I may check this after stream. Paste it. Go. Kill the slaves, my Kurokumo henchmen. Man, I can't wait until I can get to play my Kurokumo character on the tabletop again. All right. 1 second. I just saw something on my Steam. I have to reply. Jesus fucking Christ, chat. Holy shit. What do you mean, what? Oh, I was just checking something on my stream. My Steam. Yeah, and I have your channel open and looking at it.
싸움 앞에서 힘내라 같은 건 쓸모 없다고.
So anyway, I can't wait to play my Kurokumo character in the campaign again because I took the feats list from a older system that I have here in my house. I have the book right there. I'm not gonna get it. Hold on. Right here, I can just get it. And I don't know why I keep putting it back here. Here we go. Book time. Hooah! Here we go. Where is it? So, I took some feats from this book here, Third Defenders of Tokyo, and I have adapted them into my tabletop campaign. My Kurokumo character in the tabletop campaign has a feat, a perk called Bad Reputation. You are very famous, but not for the reasons you want to be. So people are always naturally skeptical about your presence in places and about the group you associate yourself with. And the way he earned that reputation is because he very clearly, very openly is a member of the Kurokumo clan, and internally he has failed in his duties.
대기만 해서 썰려 나가는 걸 보니 죄다 벌레 씹은 표정이네. 사기가 저렇게 떨어져 있으니.
Dude, I got a new book today. Homer's Iliad Odyssey. Ah, ready to learn a bit about Otis, are you? I heard it's very good. I haven't read it myself. I think I have a simplified copy here somewhere. Oh yeah, I also have this. I have to read this sometime, by the way. I bought it and I never read it. This would be great for my table. What the hell is this? Anyway, put that down here. There's a bunch of stuff I have to do in my tabletop that I have been procrastinating, specifically adapting stuff from other systems. But with how the tabletop is running, I'm already trying something out, which is a Vampire Masquerade skill system for the Limbus Ruina roleplay we're doing, the Fixers. I don't know if you watched that. It was quite bad. I don't recommend watching it. It was quite bad, honestly. Audio continues to be my biggest weakness on streaming, and Discord decided to fuck up the recording as well. But it went well. I think the roleplay was nice. Also getting Damien soon. You're gonna be Damien. The version I read, I'm gonna be honest, it sounded like a fucking yaoi. I'm joking, of course, but it was very homoerotic. And then Sinclair is strange in that book. As in, he meets Damien. Not gonna spoil it. Not gonna spoil it for you, but it's kind of weird. At least the version I read. I love clashing this high. Without any gifts, they're just rolling at 20s already. Kill.
재미는 없겠지만 그렇게 할게요. 나와.
Sorry, I was looking at something. I'm gonna go eat that shit up, the law fucking yaoi dicks, I tell you what. Yeah, here's the thing, man. I'm not want to spoil the plot for you. Oh, by the way, sorry, Limbus. This gift here for the Kurokumo clan, because damage up on our lust affinity allies. Anyway. It's weird because he meets Damien in his school, and Damien helps him out with the bully, Cromer. That's pretty, like the start of the story, so I'm not gonna go much into that. And then he gets oddly entranced by Damien and his mother. It's kind of bizarre. Now, Sharpened Blade is kind of meh. Lithograph would be a nice healing. Let's upgrade Wound Clarity since he does not go into any recipes. Now we have Skill Inflicts Bleed Potency, Inflicts 5 Bleed Potency and +1 Bleed Count. We are stacking count now. Give me a refresh real quick. Now let's save our money. We're gonna get a lot more of it as well with Milepost Survival. Now I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling great. I'm feeling quite happy. And I might just go for floor 10, honestly.
너는 저기로 가고 넌 앞에 서고. 하, 내가 건드릴 필요가 없나? 그래 뭐 덜 다치고 오라고.
Now, here's what I like about this thing. One of the things, like we saw before in the beginning of our video, of our stream here, Ryoshu skill 1 has 3 paralysis on hit. Now she can clash and win this, but here's what we can do, and this is for bosses, something to do for bosses. You have someone else clash that skill at the last of our speed here, which is Rodion. But since she's going to hit first, the moment Rodion clashes, that guy is going to have paralysis, guaranteeing the clash. Now, we already have the clash guaranteed here because we're so strong. Floor 1, because we have a full Kurokumo team and they buff the hell out of each other. But it's an example of what you can do with the Kurokumo class, especially if you get Honglu to attack first with his skill tree.
진짜 짜증나네. 애들 교육을 어떻게 한 거야? 우리 식구를 건드렸겠다.
The one-sided attack if enemy attacks my friends. Paralysis negated your coins. Bye-bye. Hello, G5K. Thank you. 31 years of age. That's right, audience. That's right. This here is a 30-year one lich talking to you about Limbus Company. Let's do some power counters because we have 3 extra defense power-ups. Let's do it against the big boy himself. Now, I call him OG5K because he has a long username and I don't know what his actual username is. So I just took the 4 final letters and I call him OG5K. Orange goop. No, I'm joking. There we go.
나가서 싸워. 뒤는 내가 봐주지.
Now, if I ever had to choose a undeath scenario, I would love to become a skeleton myself. Now I think about it. Okay, Ace is it's my girl plus the Pacific has Eoni. Ah. I was gonna say orange juice, but it's a G instead of a J. I don't want to put on the damn shoes. Also, I am fairly sure all of you have seen, we are getting Callisto Honglu and Albina Faust. As if there are any doubts that Lucio is going to become Heathcliff, you might clear them now. And it's very likely that Rodion is going to be Valentina as well. I have talked about this in the past. I don't think Valentina was the best options for Rodion, but that is me, just me being me. But there was some aspects of it that did tie in with her character. I just think that Callisto would have been better for her. Oh yes. And now, some people made this joke already, and I will hop onto it as well. I really, really, really want Albina Faust to not have the Gesso Shaft connection, because that would be very funny. This implies that we will get every single Nurse Father and Apprentice. I agree, that is probably what's going to happen. Now, I raise this more concerning question. If we are going to get all the Nurse Fathers, which by themselves are very powerful, even with the Dante nerf, putting them all on the same level, what the hell does the director, our dearest director, have planned for us that we are going to need these IDs? Well, not necessarily need, but you know, we're gonna have it available. So what the hell are we gonna fight after this? Is Ricardo going to hit the gin and inject K-Corp roids and just turns into the Hulk but with hair? I don't know, man. I'm kind of scared. No need. We should be using less resonances, but all the clashes were dominated. And now this mirror dungeon will go to 10 because we have a full team, and because we have a full team, we can properly kill things. Oh yeah, I also can't wait to see Callisto Honglu. I already got the shards prepared. Speaking of, tomorrow I will have Hohenheim Gregor, the original. And that is going to be tomorrow's stream, the science team. That would be funny to say the least if Ricardo could actually do that. Nah, I saw someone did that before. I saw an image. Ricardo is going to awaken his ego, luscious hair. Alright, starting with Kanto 9, even though my sinners are level 60 already, ain't ready for Mercil since I read The Stranger. Oh yeah, we're gonna suffer shit, especially since we're going for N-Corp again, and N-Corp, you know, they do a lot of bleed. It bleeds the dangerous status effect. What I do enjoy is that even if your sinners are level 60, that does not guarantee a victory. I am not the most well-versed person in gacha games. I have played one or two, but from what I have seen and from what people have told me, just having a unit on max level pretty much guarantees a victory, because most gacha games just want you to cruise through the story without too much complication. That is not the case in Limbus Company. Limbus Company will kick your teeth in if you go with just, oh, I have max level units, I should be good. With exception of, you know, previous Kantos, which because of power creep and ring sang and fingers index sang and all that stuff, but that's for another discussion we already had a few times. So it becomes an actual battle. You're like, I have my units, I have my strategy, the enemy has its gimmick, they have their mechanics. Let's dance. Let's get physical. Like, for example, when the Arknights collab came out, it's one of my videos on my channel if you can check it out. We fought the Knight, right? The Knight freezes people that attacked him too much. Very good. I rolled him with the Kurokumo clan. The Kurokumo clan, as we're seeing, gets to attack for free if our allies get hit, because he has unbreakable coins. Heathcliff, during that fight alone, turned into a popsicle like 3 times, and he died to a counter. The Knight, that is. That was a hell of a fun time. The enemy had its gimmick, I have my team gimmick with the Kurokumo, and now we're battling. It kind of feels like a Yu-Gi-Oh battle. I have my deck of cards, you have your deck of cards. Let's dance. Let's do it. And this is what I'm gonna re-rate this one. There's 3 half-dead guys, so there's nothing really to strategize. I've been forced to use Isang, it's why I'm struggling. Well, like I said, you gotta have a strategy on your team. You gotta have like idea of what your team is building around. This is kind of what I do every mirror dungeon daily. Is like, I got this, you know, three guys, and then I gotta get this passives, and that's my strategy. Like, I assume that Chef Ryoshu and Chef Gregor were going to eat shit a lot, and they kind of did during the Moth fight, because they didn't have enough slots to clash against all the attacks, but that's beside the point. And so I prepared them with passives that will make them stronger if they are below 50% health, even though they could regenerate. Daily Ricardo fight number 3 to put him in his place. Man, sincerely do not know how the director is going to handle Ricardo, because he kind of has become a meme on the community, and the people love him. The people love him. If they kill him off, yeah, I guess I can see that happening. Can see that coming, but I don't think the people want him to die. I think they want him to stay, either like a unwilling ally, like we did on Nocturnal Sweeping, or just the Team Rocket for our Limbus company. That's his body, left arm. Focus all on his left arm.
나가서 싸워. 뒤는 내가 봐주지. 40. 먹지.
I want Ricardo to stick around longer though. I really want him to be like, we make amends with him somehow. Don't think it's going to happen, but I want it to happen. After all, there's a big chance he might show up in the next interval, so get ready. We are exploring the House of Spiders with Kira, a member of the Middle, or rather, she wants to be a proper member of the Middle. Never forget that she is kinda not a member of the Middle. She has Middle-style tattoos. And while people recognize her as part of the Middle, they don't really acknowledge her as part of the Middle.
너는 좀 자질이 있는데 나중에 따로 술 좀 할래.
Magic bullet? Magic bullet moment. Did you have a rusty coin by any chance? Ooh, baby. Ryoshu. Replace your focus strike. Big damage. Rusted muzzle. Oh yes. Eddie, skewed search. Let's replace Gregor's because they are useless. Furioso on Ricardo Parappa. I mean, that's the craziest thing about Limbus Company, right? Like in universe. Imagine for a moment you are a big shot of one of the 5 fingers. Doesn't matter what. Pick one of your premise. You become big shot. Like you're on the same level as Ricardo. And then you hear that there's this group of people waltz in your territory doing whatever they want. And so like, okay, gotta show them who's boss around here. Gotta show them who's the boss of this back street. You get there, there's this 12 chuckle fucks. They're arguing against each other and like, oh, okay, this is gonna be easy. Just gonna put some guys in their places. Oh, they're from some upstart company. I don't care. I'm gonna do what I gotta do. And then you get into the fight proper and they morph into like copies of you and your best buddies in the syndicate as well because they have your IDs. How do you react to that? Am I fighting a skinwalker? You're fighting Ricardo on Kent 5-3. You really like torturing him, huh? And Fuse more bleed. I love me some bleed. Alright, got Tangle Bundle. Very good. Give me a refresh. Horseshoes. Horseshoes. Keyword refresh. Bleed. Arrested him. Yes, yeah. We could have gotten Iron Stake. I think he's gonna get the Iron Stake now. Rather than his minion first. Yes. Hey Dante, can you tune in the Mirror Dungeon again so that I can, beat up Ricardo again for what he did to me back at the oil rig for LobCorp? Please? I know I asked this yesterday, but can I do it again? I know, yeah. Give me the ID where I become like, I become one of the Nurse Fathers. I want to beat him again.
너는 저기로 가고, 넌 앞에 서고.
Look who it is. Fortunately, you're not gonna have a good time here. Here's what is going to happen to you, Cromer. Even the power-ups, he can't beat that, so... Here's what's going to happen. Hong Lu is going to clash one-sided first, because here Max rolled his speed, he will inflict 6 paralysis on Cromer, meaning all of her coins become 0 for the next 6 uses. So, watch the clashes. This is what I mean. One of the things I like about Kurokumo clan is that Ryoshu and Honglu both have paralysis. It's kind of become a rarity among IDs to have paralysis, and paralysis can help you win clashes that you would otherwise not win. Of course, in this fight, our clashes are dominating because we are so very mighty, but do take a look at this.
나가서 싸워. 뒤는 내가 봐주지.
Nice rolls. Of course, it only worked for one clash because she has multiple coins, but you get the idea. Paralysis allow you to turn a clash that you would have lost into a clash that you will win. But this is not taken in consideration for the auto calculation of the game. This is a calculation you do in your head.
맛있는 소리 기다릴 테니까. 표정 좋아진 거 봐라. 아, 내가 사는 건 아니다.
재미는 없겠지만 그렇게 할게요.
뒤는 내가 봐주지.
This is what I mean, yeah. Paralysis is so rare, and it was such a powerful effect on Library of Ruina, and it's such a powerful effect on my tabletop as well. It is so good. Of course, enemies in my tabletop tend to be luckier than the enemies on Ruina and Limbus. So you have an idea. In my tabletop, paralysis gives disadvantage to your next roll. So if you are going to roll your attack, which is usually a 1d12 plus 2, you're going to roll it twice, and you're going to take the lowest result. We had cases where enemies were paralyzed, rolled twice, and both results were the goddamn same. So yeah. Here again, we have Ryoshu first. We can clash, and then we can modify the clash. And there we go. Suddenly she will be paralyzed, and the clash for Heathcliff is going to be that much easier. Once again, live example, here we go. Oops. So, she hits, whoop, 3 paralysis. Clash. What else there is to be said, man? I really wish more IDs had paralysis, man. Here comes the free attack for letting, I didn't mention, I let her hit Gregor there so he could get the free attack. And by the way, the free attack from Heathcliff, that skill 1, does apply defense power up next turn. So you can safely remove all of his skills 1 for skills 2 or skills 3 at your preference, and you will still get skill 1s on that passive activation of his. It is very, very good. Alright, here's what we're gonna do. Neutral. Neutral. Struggling. How about no? You are gonna dodge. You are gonna block. And Ryoshu is, well, there you go. You're gonna do another one-sided clash here. And you are gonna attack the broken part. There is an attack coming out, but she is dodging first. That should be it, if my calculations are not wrong. This will work out in my advantage. Let's see. Paralysis applied. Ah, it didn't work out. I misjudged it. That one goes first. But still, we get the free attack.
그걸 마실걸?
빈틈투성이네. 금방 잡아 족치고 지나갈
That's
수
why I love this
있겠는걸.
battle system. Oh,
싸우자는
sorry.
건 아니지?
Here. You have 2 power-ups. Good. And the rest of you lot, turn her into a nice, big, meaty pie.
한번 쳐주게!
나가서 싸워. 뒤는 내가 봐주지.
그걸 마실걸?
잘려나간 꼬라지를 보라지.
어때?
이제 뭘로 공격?
Exactly, struggling. How about no? How about I poke you in the ribs and then you lose your next clash? Squalidity and well, sure, this why not? Now, this gift here, very important gift. When you're doing Mirror Dungeon Extreme, try to get this and any eagle that apply gifts on, burn on enemies, because that's free offense level down, brother. Here we go, Vain Pride. Next one, we're gonna get the... Next one, we're gonna try and get to use my flash to get the gift exclusive to the Kurokumo clan. Now, one more thing. Kurokumo clan has several unique gifts for themselves for the Mirror Dungeon. They have the sword, they have Swarm Cloud on the Bokgak, and they have the tier 3 slash gift, the Cloud Pattern
저쪽
Gourd.
부장이 한마디 했나 본데.
Things that usually have several gifts that are only for their faction are usually very strong. Now, we don't have a Lust Resonance here, and his enemies are faster than us. Let's see how we can fidangle these attack speeds here so we don't leave flashes. Although if you do let an attack go through, it's not a problem as long as we have a Lust Resonance of 3. Which we will have. How did Gregor do the most damage? Don't diss on our Roach Boy. Roach Boy is very strong. Here we do does. Rhodia. Yeah, Rhodia can do this. And then we can do this. One-sided guard. One attack is bleeding through, but that is no problem. It is a fatal attack, but we'll bounce back from it.
나가서 싸워.
Because if an ally gets hit, that is one attack we get for free from Heathcliff. Here's your reward.
건드렸겠다!
너는 저기로 가고 넌 앞에 서고. 내가 건드릴
Moving
필요
on.
없네.
We have a clashable counter here. These guys roll real fast. Clashable counter, skill tree. So many characters did 1,194 damage and took none. Mirror did only 775 and took 46. Which Mirror sword did you use? Capo Salt? Are you being targeted? Yes, you are. You are attacking here. There we go. Ryoshu has. There we go. We got a resonance of 4. And yeah, we have more slots than them.
한번 쳐주게!
나가서 싸워.
Ah. Now, Couple Salt requires a specific setup for his bullets to properly work. If you reload him early, he doesn't get as much power up as he can get. Especially for Savage Tiger Flurry of Blades. So you want to use all of his bullets.
뭐냐? 너는 좀 자질이 있는데 나중에 따로 술 좀 할래. 물렁물렁한 곤약 같은 놈일세. 카타 대기만 해도 썰려 나가는 걸 보니.
놈 나와.
Alright.
그래.
These enemies will kill themselves as they try to attack us, so we are going to leave them be. Well, we have a skill 1 to throw with it, actually. We have a Cloud Cutter. Here, 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 here. Let's spread out the damage and
배는 맛은
perfect.
있는 편이 좋은데.
뒤는 내가 봐주지. 끝이.
술을 마실 걸?
Oh yeah, I was reviewing the footage from yesterday's daily stream with the C-Corp tax collectors, and I realized how many things I did wrong. I might have to give that tree another try in the future, because yes, Time Moratorium does indeed do more damage.
흐름이 좋아.
So, we were doing things a little bit wonky there.
좀 자도 되겠는걸.
Let's dodge him. He would die. And you just clash it with your one. It doesn't matter if it's neutral because this guy has enough bleed on his body that he moves, he dies. An experience that I have seen many times in the past. We can't outspeed that villager, oddly enough. These guys are fast. I didn't expect this guy's being, you know, frozen being so fast. And it's Ryoshu that needs to clash. Sorry, I'm talking about all of us. I talk in the plural. You guys are here with me. You saw me doing the mistake. But in any case, Time Moratorium does indeed do more damage. It deals all of the accumulated damage plus 30% as sloth damage. So I was avoiding doing Time Moratorium to try and not drag on the fight, which was a mistake on my part. Also, I used the tier 4 gift for Tremor, even though I did not have 5 units to deploy.
건드렸겠다.
Meaning I was losing on a lot of power and damage from not having 3 gifts. Hi! This same situation that just occurred
배는 맛은 있는 편이
has happened twice on the tabletop with my main character. Now, let me tell you about my main character in the tabletop that I GM for. Ryonosuke. Ryonosuke is a samurai character. He uses self-bleed and poise. Misty Corp 1 but I ain't expert on them. They're a little bit layered, but anyway. Ryonosuke. Ryonosuke is a samurai. He is trying to find his way in life. I will explain more of his backstory soon, but this character has something in the system called Vigor, specifically Bleed Vigor. Vigor is an augmentation you can get for your characters that allow them to gain more power on their attacks based on the amount of a certain negative ailment affecting your body. For example, if I have Burn Vigor, the more self-burn I have, the more power I have. The downside being you are burning to death. Ryonosuke uses self-bleed, and all of his attacks apply bleed on himself. Meaning that once the combat starts, he is going to be bleeding all over battlefield. But it is fine. He can take it. Because he has the equivalent of Mind Hauler, Health Hauler from Arena, so every time he wins a clash, he regenerates 2 health and choose Stagger. Now, Ryonosuke also inflicts a moderate amount of bleed on the enemies. In 2 separate instances, I applied enough bleed on an enemy to kill him. And not like to kill him if he tries to do anything. Now, the system does have an action you can take called Reduce Status, that you can reduce the amount of negative status affecting you according to a calculation based on your stats there. Of course, I was not going to let the enemy do that, so roleplay-wise, and because it is a roleplay, we get to do this kind of stuff. I attacked the guy, but it was flavored as in I turn my back away from the enemy, and he dies. He just faints over with a cut on his belly, like like a samurai cool cut. First turn stagger. I love this team. 9:30. Reload the prescript. Is that at the very end? If that's at the very end, brace yourself. I don't remember which is the last on Ryoshu's Kanto. But yeah, if you already went past the fight where she actually pulls out her sword, and this is not a spoiler, we all knew this was going to happen. Okay, don't act like this is a spoiler. We all know this was going to happen. So, if she already passed the fight where she does that, brace yourself. See, that sounds like really cool as an attack. It technically was an attack. I did attack the guy. If he tried to defend himself, he would have died from bleed damage. If he decided to take the attack without defending himself to not trigger bleed, I would have killed him. And so his path was set in stone the moment I did my action. And so because it's a tabletop RPG and flavor is free, I said I just sheathe my katana and the guy just falls over dead, because no matter what I did against it, he was going to die. And that is the magic of tabletop. Sometimes you get these magical little moments.
저쪽 주장이 한마디 했나 본데.
전부 쳐주기야!
I mean, we did fight Sora before, so not a surprise there. By the way, enjoy yourself in that fight.
목이 피었잖아!
Ah, come on, it's a good story.
이건 즐겁네요.
나중에 따로 술 좀 할래.
Ryoshu's a fine character. I don't know if you ever read the source material she's from, but we already knew bad things was going to happen to her. The painting of hell is a good story. It's a short story, and it's there to remind you that demons are real and they are out there to get you. So, yeah. Also, I really like the twist they did on the song for her, especially because considering her source material, where in the book Ryoshu says that, Yoshihide says that, hey, I want to paint this, but I can't paint something I have never seen, so I'm gonna ask you to do a thing for me so that I can see hell, so that I can be able to paint hell. And in the music, the Millie song at the end, they did a little, a little change of a jig. Ah, that is fine. I do quite like Ryoshu, and I understand that she is a victim of her circumstances of her birth, circumstances of her upbringing as well. Honglu, why do you have a sloth block? You could have a lust block. I would love if you had a lust block. Oh no, I have lost a clash. Whatever shall happen now. Whatever shall happen now. It dies. Please do. Now, the book one has, most stories in Limbus are inspired and they're not one-to-one recreations of the stories on the book. But yeah, the book is, again, I'll repeat, remind you that demons are real, they're out there to get you, and he gets got really badly.
참 재미없게.
이건 즐겁네요.
I love my little Yakuza-lings. Director, give me more Kurokumo ideas and my life is yours! Ooh! On to the shop. Let's see what we got. Grand welcome, employee card, perversion and carpenter's nail. Give me a refresh. Honglu. Nah. I enjoy fighting Sora. Look, my stream for Kanto 9 was terrible. I was still learning how to do things. And I didn't get how to deal with her properly. I don't know how I stumbled through that fight. Maybe I will return and do it again at some point to try and understand what the fuck she does. I know that I don't want her to complete her prescripts, and that's about it. How's the event going for you? Did you get everything you need yet? No, I have not. I have been procrastinating because I am meant to stream me doing the event because I want to hear all the voices and all that. I might try to do that tomorrow afternoon, and then my daily Limbus later on the day. But tomorrow I have my Japanese classes, so we'll see how that's going to go. I will, as always, I put all the announcement that I'm going to stream on Twitter with like an hour beforehand if I'm going to do something or not. On this Thursday, I am planning to do an afternoon stream for Mirror Dungeon Extreme Kiwami because they are going to unlock the second tier of achievements, and that's what I've been, waiting. I have not even touched the achievements. I have not even looked at it because I want to do them all, effectively. Painkillers, I'll take it. And the rest of him, let's fuse some stuff. Fuse for bleed. Don't need this. This here, I thought it was a really good gift. It is not. Turn start. Gain +1 ego resources of a random affinity for each non-gluttony ego skill used last turn. If a gluttony affinity ego was used, gain 3 ego resources for each gluttonous ego skill used last turn instead. It is you only gain ego resources by using ego. It's not very good. Now, we don't need this. Fuse it for bleed. We got respite. It's good. It's very good. I can get rid of that. I can get rid of all of these and try it for a tier 4. I rock. I got a rock. This is garbage. And the painkillers I just bought. Yeah, sure. Put them in. Put it in the machine. Oh yes, almost there. Almost there with a tier 4 gift. Refresh. You're boring my unit. That's between you two. Oops. Shadow Cloud upgraded. Enhance my gifts. Enhance the horseshoe. Enhance the Tangle Bundle for more damage. Here's the horseshoe again. And the gauntlet can stay once I get something to give us charge. It is very powerful, something like UPS system. It's going to be Ahab. It's going to be Ahab.
어떤 조직 놈들인지 면면 좀 받을까?
It was not Ahab. God damn it.
저놈들 흐름이 바뀌었어. 저쪽
Anyway,
주장이 한 마리
off we go.
들어오는데.
Beat that guy.
한번 쳐주게!
Boom! Lust! Resonance! Oh no, you have attacked a friend of mine! This thing composition has a similar thing where you can do with mouse, that you can let a few attacks go through as long as it doesn't kill your sinner. You just are gonna get, a free attack out of it. As long as the sinner doesn't die, you are free. Just take the extra attack.
짜증나네. 애들 교육을 어떻게 한 거야?
그렇게 무르진 않네.
그래. 끝나면 맛있는 소리 기다릴 테니까. 표정 좋아진 거 봐라. 아, 내가 사는 건 아니다.
Just watch Ryoshi do 9 clashes and win. Is it the one where you can't control her?
거치적거리지만
나가서
마.
싸워. 뒤는 내가 봐주지.
Now, another thing. Mirror Dungeon Kurokumo. Because of the amount of bleed gifts we get that increases bleed count on enemies, we are always on our magical number threshold for powering up our attacks on
이제 뭘로 공격할래?
Heathcliff and Ishmael.
목이 피었잖아.
So our attacks are always rolling high.
카타 대기만 해도 썰려
Oh
나가는
yeah,
걸 보니.
they get a notice of that health regen there. This is something I really like about Limbus Company. Now, usually I do not like damage numbers in video games. I think they're unnecessary information. Because rare are the times where an enemy gets, you know, weaker or indeed based on their health. All I need to know is the enemy dead? No? Just got introduced to Vespa with a long skippy story for obvious reasons. Oh yeah. Ah, so you're very early still. You're very early still. Brace yourself.
나가서 싸워. 뒤는 내가 봐주지.
Unfortunately, they fucked up his haircut from the distortion attack, and he now has a bowl cut where he had slicked hair back. When I had hair, I can still have hair, by the way. I used to, you know, gel it back all the way back, but I decided to go bald, and I stay bald, and I have to fight my hair every 2 days because it keeps growing back. Yeah, there. What I was saying.
똑똑하네.
Usually don't like damage numbers in video games. Turn them off. It's unnecessary information. I just need to know, is the enemy alive or is the enemy still dead? That's all I care, and that's all I need to know. However, in Limbus Company, when you do big damage number, the damage gets bigger, the number gets physically bigger on the screen. And that tickles the neurons real good. I like that. Go! My sinners. Punishment! Your punishment is taking 300 damage from bleed, brother. Okay, I also have a video on my channel of me fighting Lei Heng before he got nerfed to oblivion with the Kurokumo team, and it's one of my favorite videos that I made myself, not you know, singing my own praises, because I just love how much it clashed. But I really feel cheated that I fought Lei Heng before the nerfs, and I never got to see the Savage Tiger Slayer myself. I feel cheated. I wanted to see that attack. I saw everyone talking about it. Like, hold on, when does he do like a 6-coin attack? Turns out he does. I just never got to see it because I killed him before that. Bye bye. As soon as this turn ends, you are dead.
뭐냐? 너는 좀 자질이 있는데 나중에 따로 수리 좀 할래.
I love how there's just a dead body in the event here. Time to die, all of you. We're gonna clash, hit you twice, and then you're gonna die.
재미는 없겠지만 나가서 싸워. 그렇게 할게요. 뒤는 내가 봐주지. 이 정도로 나와 겁을 맞대?
Random gift? Why, thank you. Compression bandage. What? Garbage. For you who love the city that you live in. I do love the city I live in. Perfect opportunity for me to talk about something that I really like about the setting. Again, I talked this before on another stream, and then I will talk about it again on this stream. Here it goes. Now, a lot of people say that Limbus Company's final goal is to defeat the head, or they want that to happen. I don't. I would hate if that happens, honestly. Unless there's a good ass reason for it to happen. I don't want to fight the head. I don't want to get involved with the head. Maybe we can get like a little snippet like, hey, hello, I'm John Head. How you doing? Because unlike other dystopian cyberpunkish scenarios, the head is not like this super evil, completely gloomy, monolithic entity. It is a monolithic entity, yes, but it's not actively trying to make things worse, mind you. And of course, we don't know much about it besides they rule. But if you ever notice that they are very hands-off, they have a couple of rules that you have to follow, and they're very esoteric. And other than that, you're free to do whatever you want. The state of the city and the people in it is a result of people, or these big corporations, the wings, and other, predatory people. This is what happens when you go unchecked without a higher power watching, like, controlling it. Because it goes like this, like, all right, everybody. Welcome to the Council of the Head. Here we're gonna decide the rules for living in the city. Okay, so first thing, no non-humans. Everyone agree with that? All right. Hold on, but what about like distortions and vampires and such? But there's a clear distinction here. These are born out of, they're part of the human. They originated from a human. What about AIs? Well, an AI is fine as long as it's not like a sentient AI. Even though they were, born from human technology, they're not technically human. So, no AIs, no AIs. Everyone agree, no non-humans, no AIs. If something is monstrous in nature, does not immediately means it's non-human. So, yeah, no non-humans. All right, everyone agree with that? Okay. Second rule, bullets and guns. They're going to be, heavily taxated because me, John Head, wants everyone to fight melee. All right? All right, so this is not up to discussion. You're gonna fight in melee. You can still use a gun, but you're gonna follow some rules I'm gonna set up. All right, next rule here, and this goes on like for all of their esoteric rules. Now, aside from these rules that I talked with everyone, you can do whatever you want in the city. Like, if you want to make your own army and take over, we don't care. We're gonna be watching and probably gonna be making a bet. Go ahead and do whatever you want, alright? Alright, peace out, John Head out. And so all of these mega corporations, all of these predatory people, they, start going crazy because there's no laws. There's no, like, greater government entity that is going to step in and stop you from doing these horrible things. They don't give a damn. As long as you're following their rules, they're just gonna watch, really. And so, because of no oversight on these predatory people, on these people that are up to no good, he created these horrible, human suffering powered mega corporations. And that is, for me at least, a breath of fresh air in terms of like cyberpunk dystopias. Because again, they don't care. They're just there. They just exist. Maybe they are partially responsible for the ecosystem that they created in the city that allows for such people to roam freely and do whatever the hell they want, even if they are horrible people. Maybe, but they are not out there trying to make things worse. They're, as far as we know, at least, and maybe they are doing all of these shit because there is a bigger threat to humanity beyond the city. We don't know. We simply don't know. But the point is that I'm trying to make is that
잘 가려.
they don't care. They have some rules, follow the rules. We're always watching, and do whatever you want. Lobotomy Corporation wasn't about destroying the head or fighting them. Sure, we defied them by creating Angela and some other stuff. But ultimately, it was about, you know, doing the Seed of Light to try and remedy this state of humanity found themselves in. Library of Ruina wasn't about fighting the head, even though we literally fight true agents of the head at the end, because Angela, as an AI, went against their rules. And that's it, because Angela, you know, they were watching the whole situation develop, and Angela did something that, you know, an AI is not supposed to do, acting all human. And I would be sort of disappointed if this was the goal of Limbus Company at the end, because it doesn't match. We're just trying to make our own thing here. Now, I haven't finished rereading Distortion Detective, and some people say that in a specific chapter of Distortion Detective, Diaz outright states that she needed a pair of wings to topple the head, or something like that. And if that does come to pass, I'm honestly slightly miffed at the whole thing, because I kind of wanted, you know, to not be about that, not redo a tired trope of, haha, we are evil, we are the head, we are here to make your life worse, and, you know, refresh, keyword refresh slash, the rusted hilt is right here! And it is 205. So the compression bandage is 100. And ledger is for ego resources. We don't need it. Definitely don't need it. Now I could fuse the gift right now, but I am not going to, mainly because we can get a better version of it on the Bokgak, which we're going to be doing next. Hi Kim, it's time to fight! I'm pretty sure Limbus Company's goal is to get a golden tree out of the golden balls. That is probably it. And there's, again, for example, N-Corp. N-Corp has been sort of like our rival faction, but they're not exactly opposing us. You notice that? They're not like saying, haha, we're gonna take the golden balls from you because we are your enemies, your rivals, and we want you dead. No, they're doing their own thing. Whatever the hell that thing is, they're doing it. I like this song a lot. I really like this song. Anyway, the N-Corp is just doing its own thing. They're not going evil. We're gonna take all your golden balls. They might just try to take our golden balls. Yeah, sure. But if they do, it's not because they oppose us in a antagonistic way. It's probably to do their own goals and shenanigans. And we are out of being... Rodion, cancel that. Alright, here we go.
나가서 싸워. 뒤는 내가 봐줄.
Which is ultimately what I like in the storytelling, when the factions, unless they have a really good reason, Ishmael, you lost your evade and now you're gonna get punished for it. Anyway, I like when factions have purpose and reason. All of the wings are very busy trying to empire build, to cultivate their own, like, little empire inside of their own territory, with their own sets of rules and customs, and values. But yeah, a faction should always have, like, I am not evil just because I oppose you, I have my own goal. If that goal just so happened to be, like, opposed to yours, my apologies, are gonna have to fight. But yeah, you get what I'm going with this. And so it makes the entire setting feels, you know, real. Like, Ahab probably wants to kill Ishmael, probably wants her dead, but Ahab only cares about the whale. And, you know, Herman came in and said, hey, what if there was another whale? Huh? We can get infinite whales for you. How about joining my team? And she's like, okay, I'm gonna join. I don't think we didn't see her again after, you know, Ishmael's canto, but I don't think Ahab cares about Ishmael. If she gets an opportunity to gut Ishmael, she probably will. What she did was fucked up. It was kind of like Roland wanted to do with Angela at the end of Library of Ruina. Which is like, aha, we are at the pinnacle of your ambitions. You're finally going to become human and claim everything that you wanted. I am going to kill you now and make sure you fail. Just like Angela did with Ayn at the end of Lobotomy Corporation. So Ishmael did the same thing. She took the target of Ahab's obsession and killed it in front of her, denying her that completion, that ecstasy of killing the white whale. So Ahab probably will try to gut Ishmael when she sees it, but it's not her main goal. It's just like, you kind of did something wrong towards me, I'm gonna kill you now for it. But my goal still remains unchanged. That fuck-ass whale must die. Give me a refresh. Back search. Where is Bokgak? Yeah! And now we want to get Swarm Cloud, which can only get in this pack specifically. We need to fuse a tier 4 gift. That needs lots of money. Pop your wad on the counter. Anyway, lots of yapping for your streamer here, but that's what I like to do. This is what I like about the universe of Project Moon. It feels alive. It feels like every faction has a thing they are pursuing. They are not just evil for the sake of being evil, unless you're talking about syndicates. And because even the syndicates are just trying to make ends meet, because the head wants you to pay taxes, and I don't care if you're a gang of psycho killers or professional fixers. You live here, you pay your goddamn taxes. I don't care how you got the money. I don't care if you kill people for it. And I don't care if you like literally just did like a payday true level of slaughter of Zwei security forces while you were raiding someone's vault. You got the money for the taxes? Nice. That's another part of the setting that is insane to think about it, because we are so used in our world for rules and laws put in place by our governments to prevent certain crimes like embezzlement or corruption, there's no rules against it in this world. Sure, a company might get pissed at you and try to kill you because they can take direct action. They can hire a fixer at any moment once they discover that you're being like embezzling goods, embezzling money from your workplace. But so can you. So can you fight the assassins that are going to send after you once they discover that you're a corrupt official or something like that. But the head at no moment is going to step in and say, you can't, no, that's a crime, you can't do it, you can't steal from your workplace. Maybe they have something for like money counterfeiting, but I don't think they do. Honestly, I don't think they do. If like fake money is on the street, someone's going to take a look at it. Hey, well, no, this is fake. This is a fake beer you're trying to pass here. What are you playing at, boy? And then, you know, once they discover that, they just send someone to kill the guy that passed the fake money. Oh no, Heathcliff lost the clash, and then Heathcliff keeps attacking anyway. 1, 2, 7 paralysis. 6. Rules of the backstreets, 14. Just twice. And you attacked my friend, I get to attack you now. It is, I love the Kurokumo, it's such a kind of team, because, you won, I still get to hit you. You hit me, I still get to hit you. In any case. Yeah. And still, with all this horrible shit that happens in the city, if you go and read Leviathan, the comic, you take a look behind the background, and you see that there's, you know, life still goes on. Despite all the horrible shit that we're shown in the series, life still goes on. People have jobs, people sing karaoke, they go to bars, they go get shit-faced, they go to a restaurant, they have relationships with other people in the city, and so on and so forth. What we're shown in all 3 games is just the exceptional On Library of Ruina, all the guests that we invite are people that are used to fighting. They're, you know, fixers, syndicates, and all that. And so, if that's your first experience with the whatchamacallit? Sorry, with the setting, you might think it's just like a Warhammer situation, which it's the same thing I'm talking about here. If you only go by like what you see in the Warhammer games and the memes that people show you, you think that, wow, Warhammer is a shithole. How does anyone live in this? How does anyone reproduce? And yeah, it is a shithole. I'm not saying it is, but the difference being here is that what we're shown is just the exception. That's the most violent, the most exaggerated of that setting. And Warhammer has a problem called that is simply too big, is too large. And when I say that, I mean a single planet falling in the Warhammer setting is not a big deal, because there are hundreds, millions of other planets with trillions of people in there, so that a single planet falling to chaos and being blown the fuck up by the Inquisition later does not make a difference. The only planets that matter are the ones that are like important planets. And even so, like since the setting is so big and so vast, as any combat that you read in the books or in the books or in the games are just like a drop of water in the big bucket of work for the cave. Only when something like galactic scale happens is that it makes a difference. Now the city is different. The city is much smaller in scale. Sure, there are some ridiculous moments like how Philip killed like thousands of people when he distorted, or the pianist killing some other thousands, destroying like an entire district. But those events happening in the city mean something. They had an effect. They had, you know, an impact. It's not just something you brush off because there are so many other people in the rest of the city. But anyway, both of them have similar problems in, you know, we only get to see the violent extreme sides of the thing. Space Marines, for example, we see them all the time. We see them in video games, see them in media. But you, as, for example, a normal person living in the Imperium, if you see a Space Marine, that's like a thing you see only once in your lifetime as a normal citizen. They're not supposed to be like, there's hundreds and thousands of Space Marines deployed. If you see a Space Marine, it's gonna be the event of your lifetime. If you see more than one, your planet is fucked, probably. And something big's about to happen there for you and your people, and you're probably not going to live very long, but still. In Limbus Company, we get shown a little less of the exaggerated side of the city. We see the sinners, you know, just having a good time after a mission, going to a bar. We see them having like a little banquet with Shishung. We get a little princess maker where they take like you know, a month off just teaching Shishung how to do stuff, etc., etc. We see that there are schools there that are still functioning, because whenever you look at a dystopic setting, or anything really, if you look at a building, that it's like a new building that's being constructed or something, and you look at anything, you need to understand that there's going to be an entire manufacturing, you know, behind it. What I mean is, this background here that we're seeing right now is from the Intervallo to yield my bones, yield my flesh to clean their bones. This is an office building or apartment block, I don't know. The Kurokumo was holding a monolith there because they wanted to deliver someone, and then shit happened. But let's take a look here. We have concrete, we have metal doors, we have wiring, we have lights. That requires like construction workers, copper refineries to make wires. We got electricians, we got glass manufacturing to make light bulbs, and all the other shit you see around, piping, plumbers, etc. So the city requires workers to keep functioning so that these buildings can be built. And so life needs to go on some way, somehow. It is not just a permanent doom and gloom of evil. There is industry, there is supermarkets, there is agriculture, because people still need to eat. And sure, it might be horrible because it can be killed at any moment, because a syndicate member needs to show off his mad skills, but the same can be said about real life too. Any moment you go out in the street at night and a guy needs money, he has a gun or a knife and he's gonna jump you. It's just that here it's more, I guess, honest. It's more expected, you know? There's no police force to keep you safe. There's no illusion of safety. You are out in the streets, you better hope and pray that you have a weapon and you know how to use it in case you need it. If you're sticking to safe areas where the ZY is patrolling because they're like rent-a-cops, maybe you're a little better, but life still needs to go on somehow. Someone has to be the minimum wage worker working for the equivalent of a Walmart. Someone has to make the products in that Walmart. Someone has to make electronics for your slot, so we can watch Camille stream his duels for the Sync Association. Anyway, that's what I mean, like, there's life in the city. In Warhammer, supposedly there is also that life, but because of the massive scale of Warhammer, we don't think about that. We know there's the Manufactorians, and in the Ring Darkness in the far future there is only one, and pretty much anything is, built to feed the war machine, but then you go and read a novel, watch a series where you're dealing with Spire nobles in a hive city, and suddenly that guy has like gold embroidery on his fancy coat. He has super expensive glassware on his manor and other kind of stuff, and all of that needs hands to do it. It doesn't like sprout from the ground. Yeah. You go ahead and try to win that clash. If you win, I'm gonna be very happy, Ryoshu. Let's make it a little better on you. Oh yeah, we got another bot trying to sell me views on Twitch. His name is Spiral Locatory. Don't know what that means. Go away. But you will become a NPC in my campaign. Spiral Locatory. I'll try to make something out of it. Oh boy, I talked a lot. I need some water. Let me get to Kim. Oh no, I'm losing the clash. Oh no, the Picatla has hit Honglu. Honglu, kill him. Heathcliff, finish it off. Oh, he already triggered that once. Oops. 7. Ooh. Dominating, killer, and yes, it has +3 on power, so it evens out. Oh no, you're not fast enough to counter that. Oops. But you can counter this one. Here. Kill that one. Oh no, I lost the clash! What is going to happen to Honglu? Well, Honglu is going to hit you anyway, stagger you, and Heathcliff is going to come and, probably kill you. Just barely. Of course, from a pure storytelling standpoint, when world building, you don't have to consider all the minute details of all the economics and the industry behind the world that you're building. You can just, do whatever you want.
하나둘 줄어드는구만. 그럼이 좋아. 나는
It's gonna do quadruple damage because he's staggered and he's weak to bloom. Blooming little boy, husky little fella.
나가서 싸워. 이 정도로 나와 검을 맞대?
To give a more example of all this thing I'm yapping about. In my own tabletop campaign, my characters that work for King, their office, they're technically working under King, yeah, but they respond and do daily mundane jobs for what I call the Talaria Collective, which is just a group of people that owns a transport companies that colluded together and have a fixer office at their beck and call to, you know,
하나 둘
to
줄어드는구나.
deal with stuff as it happens. Like, oh, there's like talks of people attacking merchants or attacking our trucks. I need a fixer to look mean and attack it. That's a little bit of mundanity to the whole setting. Like, we're not working on some grandiose goal, we just work for this transport company, and sometimes we do exceptional jobs for our patron. Adds more, you know, believability to the world. Because if one of my campaigns, I did say that, hey, because of the turmoil in the district, transport trucks and goods have stopped coming in. The main shops are closed, and so there is no more supplies. If you have any supplies, you're gonna have to find it on your own. Slashing is the way to wield the blade. It's gonna be a copy of what I already have.
봤냐?
Rest healed. What I need is the other one.
이런 건
Here we
시간
go.
먹기지.
Oh yes! Keyword refresh slash. Give me something good. Give me something good. God damn it. The writing keyboard navigation in the mirror coming. This guy. Yeah, I heard about it. Sounds good. I mean, my only worry is about people that use bots, but I think they already dealt with that somehow. All right, we need a tier 4 slash gift yesterday. And it's going to come. Come to Papa. I am waiting for you. No, I need another one. Shit. Fuse it. I'll take it. Not what I wanted, but I'll take it. Shit. Okay, I'll sacrifice the crack rock if I have to. Oh, this is not bad to use bots. Yeah, but they don't want you to use bots, and you know, they're taking measures to prevent, you know, botting. I need Swarm Cloud. Come on, give me Swarm Cloud. No. I won't be able to get Swarm Cloud. Swarm Cloud is so important. Actually, is Swarm Cloud a slash? I think it was a slash. Hold on. Swarm Cloud. Limbus. We need Swarm Cloud for massively enhancing our guys. What can I sacrifice here for another Swarm Cloud? I guess I can sacrifice Respite. And Beast Shoot. It has to be a rank 3. I'll take this one and you. Yeah, that's all there was left. So yeah, we got it. We are full Kurokumo power now. Well, almost. We're almost at full power. Got it. Can we do something about this? Yes, we can. Now, let's read why I wanted Storm Cloud so much. As long as it's just to go through a small mirror dungeon for the basic rewards, I'm fine with it. I would be fine with it too, but it seems that El Director is not as fine with this as we would have hoped. I never used a bot. Proof is that I play this every day. So, yeah, I can see some people that don't have as much time as I do at the end of the day to get it. So, Swarm Cloud, exclusive to the Bokgek of Yield My Flesh. Activates when there's 3 or more Kurokumo clan entities. On hit with base attack skill, except Eagle, with Unbreakable Coin, deal 40 divided by the number of coins, % more damage. Kurokumo identities deal 80 divided by number of coins percent more damage instead. Kurokumo clan identities with slash base attack skills gain 2 slash damage up at turn start. Kurokumo identities gain 1 offense and 1 defense level down next turn for every 10% missing HP on self at turn end. When a Kurokumo clan identity dies, all Kurokumo clan identities gain 2 damage up next turn, once per turn. On Clash Lose, gain 1 protection and heal 3 XP. When attacking enemy with unbreakable coin effects, set ego skills that lost the clash, plus coin skills receive plus coin power, blah blah blah, minus coin skill, deal 40% more damage. And Swarm the bottle, gives us clash power, offense level down, and this affects everything on the Kurokumo, and we gain power up. I love this team because they have so many gifts working for them. I unfortunately forgot to fuse the goddamn sword because I didn't manage to get the better handle. I forgot to fuse the fucking gift and damn it. We'll fuse it next time. We're going for 410 because this is my favorite team. And we didn't take a single grace. Now, I don't know if they're gonna make it to 410, but I am going to try my best. We did get Piece of Relationship, which gives us the level up we were missing. As the enemies keep leveling up, and we don't level up. We are 6-7.
표정 좋아진 거 봐라.
We're level 67 and he's level 77. That caused mental damage to me, I'll tell you what. And there we go, clash here. Where's that dodge going out to? Were you being targeted, Honolulu? You were not, so you will do a favor for me. Dodge the first skill target you, which is this one. Fairly sure it goes left to right. I might be mistaken. I'll do this as a test. See if it goes left to right. Boy. So here, by the way, going through hard mode on intervals right now. Don't worry. Don't worry about it. I'm just yapping. Because I'm very happy because I get to use a team I actually like to play.
카타 대기만 해도 썰려 나가는 걸 보니.
Turn in.
너는 저기로 가고 넌 앞에 서고. 내가 건드릴 필요가 없네. 그래 뭐.
Escado's wall. Yeah. There we go. Make it easier. How convenient. Wait, no. Yeah, it's going for Ryoshu.
나가서 싸워. 뒤는 내가 봐주지.
이 피었잖아.
The nonchalant dodge just... Overthrow this. Time for damage. Time for pain. Use Ink Over to trigger bleed 3 times.
40. 먹지.
We have the evil counter now. He's preparing.
그래 뭐.
The difference between
널
levels,
다치고
man,
오라고.
really makes it hurt for not taking Grace at the start, but that is the path I have chosen to. Now, funny thing is that since he has a counter that is going to trigger at the moment Honglu hits him, he's going to trigger Heathcliff's passive and get hit for free.
배는 맛은 있는
나가서
편이
싸워.
좋은데.
뒤는 내가 봐주지.
And then use my flash to collect the one-sided attack. Lovely bleed.
놈 나와.
Alrighto, we have reached floor 5. We are starting to see some struggling clashes here and there because the enemies are much higher level than us. Now, I did say we could go to 10 for 10, but I am going to go get something for me to drink as I have talked for quite a little bit. I will be right back. Oh, don't look at that! Don't look at that! Don't look at that! Don't look at that! I did remove that frame from under the TV. Right back. I should actually put some sort of like a static effect, TV effect under my webcam on OBS. That when I leave, it looks like the TV just turned off. Now, I got myself some water because I already ate too much sugar today, and gotta watch out your sugar intake. We are going to floor 10. Hopefully, let's see if this thing can handle the heat. Offense level down is starting to go through the roof right now. But here we go. Dust to dust, scars and wires. And we take rest. You could have given me the better hilt, couldn't you, game? I feel cheated. Oh my. Oh dear, oh mamma mia, oh come on, oh you give me two really good gifts and every single one of these is good, but I want this one, but this one's literally just lunar memory for beating Ahab. Oh no. I want this one. I never got it. I always seen it like floor 5 and I never got it. I want it, I don't get it. Hello. Sure, I'll tell you the truth. I'll try to tell you the truth, how about that? Merso, come on, it was just a simple lie, brother. Oh well, this is just a rupture gift.
예리한 검으로 하는 예술이 보고 싶었나?
Oh, it's the maids. The maids are very strong. It's starting to see neutral clashes now, even with all the power-ups we get. Means it's time to use the forbidden techniques.
재미는 없겠지만
나가서 싸워.
그렇게 할게요.
뒤는 내가 봐주지.
그렇게 이러진 않네.
이 식구를 건드렸겠다. 턱을 마실 걸.
Nice.
나중에 따로 술 좀 할래.
Just a reminder, this mirror dungeon is going without any graces and without any bought gifts at the start of the run. We're just balling.
흩뿌려져 추악한 모든 시선이 이끌릴지.
Ryoshu, come on! Yeah, well, that's just life.
물렁물렁한 곤약 같은 놈이 있어.
We got true staggers. We're
만
good
해도
to
썰려
go.
나가는 걸 보니
배는 맛은 있는
나가서
편이
싸워.
좋은데.
뒤는 내가 봐주지.
놈 나와.
다시 먹지.
Nice. We're gonna start completing whatever we have, like missing a few lusts. We're gonna start with egos now, because just because we have a team that can, you know, do good stuff
좀 좋아진 것 봐.
doesn't mean we have to rely purely on our skills here. And again, no races, no,
내가 봐주지.
what's it called, bot gifts. I do feel that using egos like this kind of detracts from the whole I'm using this team on the mirror dungeon kind of thing that I want to go here. I should just use no gift, no egos at all, just winning on the ID's personal strengths, but at the end of the day, I have the egos, I'm going to use the egos. Oh, I didn't see he had the thundercloud ready.
피었잖아. 놈 나와.
하나 둘 줄어드는구만. 흐름이 좋아. 나는 한숨 쉬어도 되겠는가?
나가서 싸워. 뒤는 내가 봐주지.
놈 나와.
역시 모르네.
Look at all that damage bonus, baby!
건물 맞대?
I love this stage. If I manage to reach floor 10 quick, which I doubt I will reach it quick, I'll just see how far they can go. No adversities. Adversity is for when I pop all my starlight in a single go. Ah, one of the few checks that you have to miss it. Alright, who's gonna fail at cutting? It's gonna be you, Rhodia.
에이, 텄네 텄어.
예리한 검으로 하는 예술이 보고 싶었나?
Ah, maids again.
저놈들 흐름이 바뀌었어. 저쪽 조장이 한마디 했나 본데.
배는 맛은 있는
나가서
편이
싸워.
좋은데.
뒤는 내가 봐주지.
뭐냐? 너는 좀 자질이 있는데 나중에 따로 술 좀
맛볼
할래.
시간.
I'm thinking about my tabletop again, what I'm gonna do next. I organize my campaign as in Kantos and Limbus, just like Kantos and Limbus Company, as in every chapter of my campaign is very character focused, something usually related to their background. I mentioned that a few times before now. But the next Kanto, the player has asked me to delay it. Now, I could just fill the slots with random jobs, and that's possible, but I kind of don't want to do that. I could
나가서 싸워.
throw the Kanto forward for one of the other characters. Maybe I should do that, which is going to be a chapter related to Blood Fiends. It's the same chapter that I said I'm going to make, I didn't say it here, but one of the Blood Fiend patriarchs I'm going to make in this campaign, and it's not really spoilers if any of my players are watching, is going to be Ozzy Osbourne, because why the hell not?
잘 갈렸고.
하나 둘 줄어드는구만. 흐름이 좋아.
You have Thundercloud ready.
한숨 쉬어도 되겠는가?
Piqued my interest indeed. I will. Well, I don't think any of my players are watching, so I'm going to share a bit of spoilers. So if any of my players are watching, go away. All right. So one of the characters in the office is a Blood Fiend. Well, not really. That is something I made up, kind of. The character itself is being turned into a Blood Fiend. During his embrace, when he was being turned into a proper Blood Fiend, more like a blood bag, the Blood Fiend that was trying to transform him died during the process. because she was hunted down by vampire bloodfiend hunters, and she was heavily wounded. And those, when the character approached trying to help her, not knowing what the hell happened, not knowing she was a bloodfiend, she went for the bite to get a little bit of blood to get herself nice and healthy, but she died on the process, and her blood essentially mixed with his, and so he became this like mixed creature with jumbled up memories. And so there is three people inside of him. There is his previous self, there is the vampire, and there is the new being that emerged from the combination of these two. And they're all fighting internally for power. Who gets to stay, essentially. Let's see. I want to change Gregor's. I did that. I want to change yours. Rodia's become this. We get this for power-ups as well. There's Downpour just here taunting me. We're gonna fuse the katana. Bleed. We're gonna fuse both of them actually, because we have enough guys to activate it. Nice, 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 nice. Yeah. This is what we'd like to see. Gonna enhance our stuff. We're gonna sell the card. 98 cost. We have one healing item. We have one poise item. We have the enhanced horseshoe as well. This one can go. We don't need it. We're gonna do a bleed refresh. Ooh, cigarette holder. I don't want that. But that can we sell? Rebate token, the milepost survival. Yeah, milepost survival. Take the cigarette holder. We got an extra power on a cliff. Anyway, so we have three beings, much similar to Dawn, having like Sancho, Dawn the fixer maniac, and Dawn after waking up. Our character is going through something similar. And the story is going to be about when, Papa Vampire, the original, comes to check on his dearest daughter, and see what's going on. And so he wants to take his daughter home, but his daughter is currently in a liquefied state inside someone else, and this has never happened before, so this is new territory. Now, I'm not going to go further into spoilers here. This was supposed to be like a fifth chapter of the series, and they're gonna fight something really strong. But I already talked about this before, and the way they're gonna be able to deal with a Papa Vampire is by having the help of another Granddaddy Vampire. I just got hit with Kurokumo from a temple. It's fate! It is the Quantum Entanglement rays radiating from my bald head, reaching across the internet stream into your Limbus copy and pulling out a full Kurokumo team for you. Anyway, Papa Vampire is incredibly powerful, of course, as you would expect from, a Papa Vampire. And yeah, I'm talking like powerful levels of like he looks at you funny and all the blood in your body explodes out, that type of powerful. And of course, they need help to deal with that. You can't expect normal humans to deal with a vampire without some help. And I created this idea / lore that goes something like this. So we know from Dawn's Canto that there was a war between vampires that wanted to enforce the masquerade. Wanted to what's it called? Live alongside humans, like hidden in the shadows through feeding, and ones that wanted dominion over humans. And Papa Dawn, the original, had no reason to get involved in this war until Barry showed up. The lore that I created, this extrapolation, was the following. There was a few families of blood fiends that did also not get involved with the war. They didn't join one side and did not join the other. When the war came to a close, the winning side approach them and say, hey, so we know you didn't get involved, and that's cool, but if you're not gonna take our side, we are going to have to politely ask you to leave, like, the city.
그래 뭐.
And since they're now completely overpowered by these, the vampires that won the war, they have no choice but to accept that, yeah, okay, we're gonna leave. Like, you can stay in the outskirts, you can stay in the ruins under the city, just don't come up. Alright?
나가서 싸워.
That is the lore I created. Though there are families that weren't involved in the war, and they had to be forced to leave the city because they didn't take a side. Now, Papa Vampire, for my campaign, is a little unstable, a little paranoid, a little cuckoo crazy, and his grip on reality is slowly fading away. And the other Papa Vampires from other districts also notice that, and they can't have that happen, but they can't risk a war between the families by taking direct action. And so they contacted one of those families that wanted to come back in the city and give him the proposal, like, this guy is going nuts. Get rid of him, but don't get directly involved. If you manage to do so without direct involvement, we will put you in their place. We will accept you back in the city. We give you full power. And that is where the players are going to get involved. When one of the representatives of Papa Vampire comes to check on his daughter that was killed and then liquefied inside another man, they're gonna take her back, of course. They're gonna try to take her back, and they're gonna get contacted by one of the vampires from this clan that wants back in and call for a meeting. Like, hey, we also want to deal with this guy, and we can help you if you come talk to us. And the guy is gonna offer, the patriarch of this Bloodfiend family is going to offer a little bit of his blood, so you guys drink it, and this way he can't, the vampire, Papa Vampire that we want dead, can't just like snap his fingers and blow up your body. But downside is that you're gonna have a bit of blood fiending you now. That's the help he's going to, give, so that you aren't susceptible to blood fiend, blood magic, blood fuckery. And in return, you're gonna help him retake his position in the city, and etc. etc. Now, of course, they can't get involved any further than that. They can't even be seen on the surface, because if they are, they're caught. It's the deal's off. And that's how my campaign essentially is gonna go. For the Blood Fiends, at least. And goddammit, I didn't play the gimmick correctly, and she died from bleed before I could drain the centipedes. Hey, 4! One more and you can fuel the full team and get all the bonuses from the gift. Alright. It's wriggling. The wriggling creature.
죽이 좀 맞았어.
Lose your self-charge.
보다다 달려드는 것보다 저렇게 팔다리부터 썰어야지.
Here we go.
나가서 싸워. 뒤는 내가 봐주지.
Oh yeah, and the vampire that is underground that's going to offer the help to the player is the Ozzy Osbourne one. Heathcliff, Honglu, Ryoshu, and Gregor. Try, if you really want to complete that team, Shard Ishmael, because by then you have a complete. No, actually, you will have the complete team, won't you? Heathcliff, Honglu. Let me just get this before I forget. Heathcliff, Honglu. What was Rodion? You're missing Rodion, right? If you get Ishmael, you are golden. Because now you have a active Kurokumo team. Prestige card. Ooh, rusty coin. Now, moving on. We are at floor 7 now. We have Santa. We have LCB. Santa is a quick option. I like Santa. And I just lost Santa. Great. We could go for the long battle and get ourselves shafted by fighting Pekatula. Or we could go to the surrender witnessing and get shafted fighting Joshu. Let's get shafted fighting Joshu. And now we have something that will give us amazing powers, which is the entangled fate thing. We need just one more slot and we'll be golden. Ooh la la. Favorite.
저쪽 조장이 한마디 안 나온다.
전부 차지.
나가서 싸워.
Now, I want to see that gift in effect next turn. I never seen that gift in effect. I want to see it. I want to see it. I will see it.
대기만 해도 썰려 나가는 걸 보니.
우리 식구를 건드렸겠다.
그래.
Alright, we get a 7 resonance. Red eye, so do.
내가 사는 건
And
아니야.
if all of them are activated. Always active is this one. At 7 plus absolute resonance, all allies gain final power 5 this turn once per encounter. Once per encounter? That means he only procs once. That's not as good as I thought it would be, honestly.
40. 먹지.
And of course she gets 5% twice.
뭐냐?
41!
너는 좀 자질이 있는데 나중에 따로
이 비었잖아. 놈 나와.
좀 더 잘 뵐 수 있을 것 같은데?
Look at the amount of buffs they have.
자, 맛볼 시간이다.
하나둘 줄어드는구만. 흐름이 좋아. 나는 한숨 쉬어도 되겠는데.
재미는
Having the
없겠지만
flash counters on Heathcliff is very good for making that lust resonance you need for the passive.
이 정도로 나와 겁을 맞지?
하나둘 줄어드는구만. 흐름이 좋아. 나는
나가서 싸워. 뒤로.
진짜 짜증나. 애들 교육을 어떻게 한 거야?
우리 식구를 건드렸겠다.
The free attack. Alright. And the free attack once again because it staggered someone. Another one. Ooh, Rodeo took a beating there.
그 꼴이 나느냐? 애들 시켜서 저 녀석 좀 지켜줘.
거치적거리지 나가서 마. 싸워. 뒤는 내가 봐줘. 검을 덜 갈았어.
And yes, we can stagger with bleed now.
40. 이 정도로 나와 검을 맞대?
Very mighty king, I love him. Alright, off to slash.
단테,
Rodeo, you better start
이번에는
healing.
목을 베어버리면 되는 거야?
I don't think we have any heal gifts on our team. Oh, these guys have. Kurokumo is up like 3 level 42 now. Good.
저쪽 조장이
He is
한마디
very
듣나 본데.
mighty. Oh, elegy is strange. Oop, oop.
거치적거리지만 마. 뒤는 내가 봐주지.
이 피었잖아.
뭐냐? 너는 좀 자질이 있는데 나중에 따로 술 좀 할래.
이 식구를 건드렸겠다.
그래.
Very nice.
끝나면
There we
맛있는
go.
술이 기다릴 테니까.
1 have 4 lust on the radar, and 4 lust is all we need for the unbreakable coins.
그렇게 무르진 않네.
되는 건
I wonder why.
끝이.
I'm joking. I'm messing. I'm just messing with you.
건드렸겠다. 이 피었잖아.
물렁물렁한 곤약 같은 녀석.
He's such a good unit, man. I think didn't we get him like for free during the event or something like that? When it was going on.
하나 둘 줄어드는구만. 그럼이
We have 4 lust on the radar, and now we deploy the lust nuke.
한숨 차도 되겠는가?
나가서 싸워. 뒤에 잘 갈렸고.
우리 식구를 건드렸겠다. 속을 마실 걸?
그렇게 무르진
이
않네.
정도로 나와 겁을.
Ah, it's very clear. All right.
이 정도로 나와 겁을 말이대.
놈 나와.
하나
Ooh,
둘
that's not gonna work out
줄어드는구만.
for you, buddy pals. You are entering death zone.
나가서 싸워.
한숨 차도
뒤는 내가 봐주지.
되겠는가?
이 피었잖아. 다음 놈 나와.
잘 갈렸고.
Whew, I think I talked way too much. Now I have nothing else to say. My steam is running low, which is funny. Or maybe I just need something to, you know, to eat. Ow, go away, I don't want to fight you. Give me your damn rose.
시킬 사람이 없어서.
어떤
Now,
조직을
here's the goal.
문제.
If I lose a team member and I somehow doesn't manage to make, like, we're gonna keep going with only the Kurokumo team. If they die and we lose all Kurokumo team members, this is like at the end of the mirror dungeon. We're not gonna like deploy the backups.
그럼이 바뀌었어.
So we're
저쪽 조장이
mirror dungeon ends if we lose all the Kurokumo IDs.
재미는 없겠지만
나가서 싸워.
그렇게 할게요.
뒤는 내가 봐주지.
이 피었잖아.
물렁물렁한 곤약 같은 놈이 있어. 카타 대기만 해도 썰려나가는 걸 보니.
Meta committed post for night gamble the Heathcliff ID. Ah,
그래.
here we go.
맛있는 소리 기다려.
Next, we have 4 lust on the radar. Lust for absolute resonance.
그렇게 무르진
이 정도로 나와.
뭐냐? 너는 좀 자질이 있는데 나중에 따로 술 좀 할래.
이 피었잖아.
Just skip that guy for no reason.
하나 둘.
I see how it is.
그럼이 좋아. 나는
Kind of surprised that out of it I got Kurokumo. I told you, it's the quantum refractor that is my bald head. The strands of fate are flowing through the internet between you and me, hitting my bald head like a refractor crystal, and then altering the probability of your roll being an actual Kurokumo ID.
이건 즐겁네요.
Self-staggered with his unbreakable coin. I forgot this was a thing that could happen because we have Ego Gift, the tier 4 one. What was the name of the tier 4 one? Hemorrhagic Shock. It is become staggered by bleed damage. Shoots you bleed damage, which classically bleed the remaining coins times and reduce the coin by. Yeah, because they have unbreakable coins and we have that gift. He tried to do his unbreakable and he staggered himself. This is the funniest shit ever, man. But we're done playing with you boys. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We are at absolute residence. Goodbye.
재미는
We
없겠지만
gained 7 final power.
이 피었잖아.
환하게 삼켜지기 전에.
우리 식구를 건드렸겠다.
Ah yes, lucky coin activates once again.
환하게 삼켜지기 전에.
너는 왜
40.
나무 기둥을 검으로 벨 생각을 하는 거냐? 맞는 연장을 쓰란 말이야. 하나 둘 줄어드는구나.
재미는
I
없겠지만
wish you the best of luck.
나는 한숨 자도 되겠는걸.
Once a blessing. For the longest time, I couldn't tell what the hell this is. I know now it's a rose, like a wilted rose.
예리한 검으로 하는 예술이 보고 싶었나?
저놈들 흐름이 바뀌었어. 저쪽
Here you go. It's the fuck-ass priests again. I see. We got a resonance. Good.
내가 봐주지.
이 피아트를 마실걸?
뭐냐?
I'm having such a good time with my favorite team right now.
자질이
And
있는데
to think they're doing this well with no Grace of the Stars.
물렁물렁한 곤약 같은 놈일세.
The one ego shard for Ishmael, and I don't know if I have the patience for going from 1 to 400. I do recall that you need at least like 200 boxes for 400 shards, something along those lines. Depends if you're lucky or unlucky with like shard opening. It's a little bit of a journey, but you know, it's a worthy journey. Because if you have Ishmael, your Kurokumo team is complete. You could have Rodia for more Kurokumo, but 5 Kurokumo is great because you can activate the tier 4 gifts and activate her passive and other passives related to having Kurokumo IDs.
우리 식구를 건드렸겠다. 그걸 마실걸?
In this scene, and we lose Clash, we actually win then.
애들 시켜서 저 녀석 좀 지켜줘.
How about we activate that absolute 7 resonance and get a shit ton of power, huh? Absolute resonance!
뒤는 내가 봐주지.
At 212 for a hit with 1 hurt shall be gotten. Indeed! I don't know what I'm gonna do with Wuthering Heights Mirror Dungeon. Tomorrow is definitely gonna be the science theme though. It's going to be Gregor, Faust, and Yiseng.
되는 건 즐겁네요.
And Homeless Man, the sequel.
흐름이 좋아.
It's a game of careful who you call homeless.
한숨 차도 되겠는가?
배는 맛은 있는
나가서
편이
싸워.
좋은데.
뒤는 내가 봐주지. 자, 맛볼 시간이다.
진짜
Do it again.
애들 그한 거야.
맛볼 시간이다. 개인줄도 몰랐네.
Look at the combos. I love how they combo out of each other's attacks, man.
개인줄도 몰랐네.
역시 모르네.
This brings me joy. This brings me happiness. This is making up for that god-awful Dead Rabbits run. Alright. Time to fight Joshu, huh? Take that. Get, what can we upgrade here? Fuse gifts. Let's fuse some bleed. We don't need this. We don't need this. And we certainly don't need this. Ah, Sanguine Fragrance descends. That is a good ass bleed gift, actually. We do need another bleed gift, though. We're missing one bleed gift. It's Milark. Here we go. Here we go. And there we go. We have Bloody Mist. I think that completes our load up of necessary eagle gifts. Very nice. More crits, please. Waiter, more quits. I want my quits. And get me some more burn as well. Wait up, I want more burn. I should have healed my teammates, but too late for that, huh? Alright, let's get our ass beat by Joshu.
잘 됐네.
Hello.
끝나면 맛있는 소리 기다릴 테니까.
That a clashable? That's a
표정
clashable.
좋아진 거 봐라. 아, 내가 사는 건 아니다.
재미는 없겠지만 그렇게 할게요.
I need more. Now that I got all the bleed gifts that I have, and all the other stuff I can get, like the Kurokumo stuff, I'm gonna focus on getting poise gifts. And if I get all my poise gifts, I'm gonna go for, you know, the other ailments with tier 4 gift as well. Actually, no, we're missing 1 tier 4 gift, the bleed gift, which is the Bloodstained Gossipium.
너는 좀 자질이 있는데 나중에 따로 술 좀 할래.
왜 이렇게 푸릇해?
Lucky coin,
좀 더 잘 뵐 수 있을 것
double
같은데요?
stagger.
죄다
combo,
벌레
combo.
씹은 표정이네. 사기가 저렇게 떨어져 있으니 싸울 맛도 안 나겠어.
Happy feet.
나가서 싸워. 뒤는 내가 봐주지.
왜 이렇게 흐뭇해?
술을 마실 걸? 놈 나와!
검을 덜 갈았어.
Give me your
물렁물렁한
blood.
공략 같은 놈이 있어. 카타 대기만 해도 썰려 나가는 걸 보니
His resonance, good.
배는 맛은 있는
나가서
편이
싸워.
좋은데.
뒤는 내가 봐주지.
Hi! Hello, Joshua! How are you doing?
하나둘 줄어드는구만. 흐름이 좋아.
Right.
나는
Big boy Joshua himself.
발좀 차도
That's power counter, yep. Struggling. That's a 6. Let's save. It's a one-sided guard, huh? Yeah.
나가서 싸워. 뒤는 내가 봐주지.
I really like the clashable counters because they completely ignore offense levels, so it just becomes a pure clash.
기술에서 좀 앞서는데. 얘는 어디 출신?
Oh, are you going to use an unbreakable on me, Mr. Joshua? Are you sure you want to do that?
안에 있었어. 헤어라, 명.
He just bolts from the other side of the arena to hit him.
싸움 앞에서 힘내라 같은 건 쓸모없다고. 어차피 내가 다칠
With
생각으로
3,
나서지 않으면
we can do it. A 7. Yes, we can. First, we're gonna clash here. Here. Oh, it's unopposed because she's so fast. And Ishmael will clash with you. You will clash over here. You will clash over here, and you will clash over here with short 1. But that is fine. Go hit Honglu again in the head. Actually, don't. You only do blunt damage, don't you?
나가서 싸워. 뒤는
Look at the
내가 봐주지.
bleeds. And now you are paralyzed. Oh, are you gonna hit me?
우리 식구를 건드렸겠다.
There's a Heathcliff standing right behind you, ready to punish you for winning, like, through using your unbreakable coin. And you are paralyzed. Observe how paralyzed completely neuter his clashes.
이 피었잖아.
헤어라, 명.
흩뿌려져. 수확한 모든 세상을 이끌리지.
빈틈투성이네.
Sorry, Zulu. Sorry.
겠는걸.
Hopeless. Yeah, we're good.
지적거리지 나가서 싸워. 뒤는 내가 봐주지.
Stage chance, just a little boop. Oh, your bleed has belonged to me, bro. Yeah.
싸움 앞에서
How
힘내라
I have
같은 건
great
쓸모없다고.
joy with this.
어차피 내가 다칠 생각으로 나서지 않으면 도리어 되져버리니까 정신만 똑바로 차려.
faster than me, huh? Rudy, you might actually factually die here, but what if I say no? How about that? If we actually use 2 eagles here, we can get a 7 resonance that will turbocharge our attack, so... Anything going skew here? Yes. I suppose because the target fixed one. Struggling. I'm sure she'll be fine.
배는 맛은 있는
나가서
팀이
싸워.
좋은데.
뒤는 내가 봐주지.
I'm sorry, we're gonna chew through that shoot of yours like goddamn paper. 500 damage is nothing at this level of the dungeon. Ooh, she actually lost.
이 속구를 건드렸겠다.
자, 맛볼 시간이다.
배워라, 묘.
진력을
Chop. Bonk. I think someone got obliterated. Welcome back, Acidic Trauma.
묻어만둘 수
As you can see, things could have been going better, but it's Jashu, so what do we expect was going to happen? Go!
재미는 없겠지만
Eliana Rose on Twitch. Hi, hope you're having a great day. I am, as a matter of fact, it is my birthday, and it is also the day I've been playing one of my favorite teams in Limbus company. So yes, I am having quite a tremendous day. Honglu is looking a little British right now, don't you agree, Jashu? Goodbye, Ryoshu.
이런 걸 어떻게 예상하라는 거야? 일단 물러!
이 진력을
이 정도까지만 옮겨줄게요.
It's been 3 hours already. Let's keep going until every Kurokumo sinner dies.
이 속구를 건드렸겠다.
뭐 하나
Can't fret over every egg.
이따가 성별주라도
The
올려줘.
target fixed. It's straight as our most effective attack right. He's Gregor. Gregor, you're gonna have to do something about that, buddy. By God, you are fast. What floor are you? I am on floor 7. This is the boss for 7th floor.
전부 쳐지게.
나가서 싸워.
Again, running without any graces. I'm enjoying the stream so far. It's going really well. Thank you. It is my favorite team after all. They will do good, even without any graces or pre-bought gifts.
내 팔은 뼈에 있었어.
너는 왜?
This is your main game or do you stream other games as well? I was streaming other games during the afternoon, but real-life responsibilities have cut that time short quite considerably. So yes, this is indeed my main game. For now. later on, maybe as time allows me, I will be streaming other games. Usually I'll put the announcement on Twitter about an hour before I actually stream. One of the games that I do want to stream on stream is Diamond Blades and I Divine Cybermancy. Ooh, he got the stagger. He got the stagger. Heathcliff. Heathcliff shouldn't die here, but I think he just did. By the way, are you on PC player or console? I am on PC. I don't know how I would stream on console, honestly. I don't have consoles. I have no idea how it works. Ooh, I ain't getting shafted by Joshua, just like I said I was gonna. Oh, there are better things to get shafted by than, you know, Joshua. Whew, how do we do here? What do we do here? Nice. Also, don't mind asking, where are you from? I am from Brazil.
재미는 없겠지만 그렇게 할게요.
'48 Clash, 48 Clash, 48 Clash. Yeah.
보여봐라.
Nice to meet you too, Leona Rose. And here comes the stagger. Here comes the kill, actually. No, he healed. We have... Wait, how he healed? Oh, right, the passive from Joshua, the ruminations questions. So what do you do usually besides streaming? I am an English teacher. I teach in the morning, I study in the afternoon, and I stream late at night. Usually do some other things in the afternoon as well, like take care of the house and other such household chores. Unopposed. Unclashable. Target fixed. Alright. Alright, this mean braces yourself. By the way, I'm a digital creator. I work with graphics and design mainly for streamers or content creators. That is nice. Unfortunately, I already have my own overlay, which I have made it myself.
나가서 싸워. 뒤는 내가 봐주지.
I do not have a Discord, and neither will I be posting my username here if I did.
너는 저기로 가고 넌 앞에 서고. 내가 건드릴 필요가 없네. 그래 뭐 덜 다치고 오라고.
Ooh, yeah. Heathcliff the goddamn warrior.
싸움 앞에서 힘내라 같은 건 쓸모없다.
그것은 네 생각을 말하는 게
Time to show you who's the boss of this wing. Do you have Instagram? No, I do not. I abhor Instagram. I can actually believe that Heathcliff managed to clear that fight. He is incredibly mighty. Time to go to floor 8 and suffer. It's either clash power, final power plus offense level, offense level, offense level. We can nerf offense level. Morning water. Hitting has been rupture, gain poise. Keen branch. This is garbage. Give me smokes and wires. I prefer to have the duplicate. Ooh boy, I don't even want to think about touching that one. Murder in the Warp Express, the dream ending. If I go to dream ending, it's a guaranteed death sentence. If I go to Murder Warp Express, is another death sentence. Heathcliff, that's my boy. Heathcliff is a goddamn warrior, I tell you what. Here we have a long ass battle that is annoying. Here we have guaranteed death. Here we have more death. Let's go for more death. I'm not wasting my starlight to, you know, re-roll. So let's see what he can do here.
잘 됐네.
Here we go.
그래.
Against the
끝나면
Blood
맛있는 소리
Fiends.
기다릴 테니까.
We're already not doing so well.
표정 좋아진
Oh
거 봐.
boy.
아, 내가 사는 건 아니다.
Go.
배는 맛있는
Oh,
곳에서
our sanity is low because we died. We lost a few sinners last time.
꿀을 건드렸겠다.
Someone's talking to me. Who could it be? Who could it be now?
피었잖아.
Large.
너는 저기로 가고, 넌 앞에 서고. 내가 건드릴 필요가 없네.
Here we go. We need more lust. We always need more lust. This thing is so lustful.
나가서 싸워. 뒤는 내가 봐주지.
I mean, with the outfits they're sporting, I guess I can see the lust.
나무 기둥을 검으로 벨 생각을 하는 거니. 맞는 연장을 쓰란 말이야.
건드렸겠다. 턱을 마실 걸? 여기 피었잖아.
Look at goddamn Heathcliff slaying in a train.
뭐냐?
God, I love this ID.
너는 좀 자질이 있는데 나중에 따로 술 좀 할래.
거치적거리지 마.
We got a stagger, but we recover from staggers.
이 꿀을 건드렸겠다.
The red belt gotta call someone. Yeah, I'm thinking about ending the stream soon, even if we don't die. I gotta keep going, and if, well, again, yeah, it's been a while. There's a reason why I don't do these streams past floor 5, because it takes a while, and, you know, I do teach people in the morning, so I gotta, you know, prepare stuff, do my responsibilities. It's already 11 where I live, so I might just have to call it soon.
40. 이 정도로 나와 걷는
물렁물렁한 곤약
40.
같은 였어.
이 정도로
카타
나와
대기만
걷는
해도 썰려나가는 걸 보니
턱을 마실 걸? 이 꿀을 건드렸겠다.
하나둘 줄어드는군. 흐름이 좋아.
Alright, I think we got our sanity back, and our team is back to winning clashes.
가서 take
Sort of. I just saw Rodeo lose one there.
여기 피었잖아. 이 꿀을 건드렸겠다.
Blood and swords splashing around the warp train. I'm back, just wanted an update on my grandmother. Is she doing well? Is she doing good? So anyway, I might have just to end the stream as soon as we reach the end of this floor, because it's late and I have to prepare for work tomorrow and all of that. And while I would love to keep playing my team, which I adore, and they're doing exceptionally well. I just saw like 4 instances of bleed proccing there.
잘 갈려.
I do have to stop soon.
턱을 마실 걸?
Like, oh, I love these things so goddamn much. They're so much fun to play.
이 정도로 나와 걷는 어때?
Come on, director, give me more Kurokumo IDs. I would be so happy. Today's expression, garbage. And transfer bleed gift. Okay. Alright, moving on. The section is rather crowded with passengers. Among them there was no slipper common collected passenger. Come closer, won't you? There's a bottle full of suspicious looking pills in the outside. And then explained this person sent pills in his possession. Would you like to try some? I never got this. Sure, give me the pills. Oof, this ain't half bad. The effects were quite apparent. The pills seem to have healed everyone both physically and mentally. Please do come again. Biggest for us. Okay. Wow. Drink the mystery pills. Alright. Drink the mystery pills from the crazy passenger inside of the crazy train and heal your sanity. And as well as by horde, we can request on this object. Gotta be a rather dangerous weapon. I'll take the weapon, why not? Hard blood glavy. Has based on the number that is dealing with attack skills or some like that last into hard blood cast. Alright. Because like Heathcliff being able to hit enemies that hit your allies, hit them again if they get him close to death, and that can trigger like 2 times in a row. Yeah, gives him so many like one-sided attacks that it's literally Heathcliff the warrior.
재미는 없겠지만
It's just pure Yakuza badassery on his end.
40 먹지.
꿀을 건드렸겠다.
그래.
Lots of counters, lots of death. Let's get that full power resonance going on.
아, 내가 사는 건 아니다.
Plus 5 final count. Final power.
환락에 삼켜지기 전에.
꿀을 건드려. 척을 마실걸?
Lucky coin triggers.
환락에 삼켜지기 전에.
물렁물렁한 곤약 같은 놈이 있어. 답답해기만 해도 썰려나가는 걸 보니까
그렇게 무르진 않네.
이 피었잖아.
뭐냐?
Alright,
너는 좀
well, if we die to Cassetti or win against him, I am going to end the stream regardless. I wanted to go to floor 10, and I'm fairly sure that they can go to floor 10 quite easily right now, but the problem is the ever-flowing sands of time. Unfortunately, it has been 3 hours, 3.5 hours. And once again, I am having a lot of fun here, but responsibilities call. I will save the Mirror Dungeon Extreme for Thursday with the same team probably, or the Heisholings because they can mop the floor real easy.
줄어드는구만. 흐름이 좋아. 나는
Here we go.
거치적거리지 마. 뒤는 내가 봐주지.
Crunch! Crunch! Yeah, if only could bargain with T-Corp. Yeah, no, there's a piece of lore that the T-Corp Dawn ID says if you put her on like your main screen, in something that I'm highly envious of. She has a T-Corp sleeping pod. It is a pod that you enter inside and you can sleep for 8 hours, and in the real world, only 30 minutes would have passed. I'd commit atrocities for such a thing. Imagine that.
그렇게 무르진 않네.
왜 이렇게 흐느적대? 하나둘 줄어드는구만. 흐름이 좋아.
Let's see, we have to reach Cassetti first, so let's keep trudging along. Slicing and dicing.
피었잖아. 놈 나와.
Oh yeah, and Cassetti's probably going to wipe the floor with us because he gets stronger if he has bleed.
이 정도로 나와 검을 맞대? 잘 갈려.
And the funny thing is about T-Corp is that despite their time shenanigans, you don't grow older faster. You still have your allotted time in the world, so even if you do sleep in a capsule, it's not like you're gonna get older because you slept in the 8-hour capsule, which is amazing. Alright. Let's leave that. Let's leave that. And give me a refresher. Nebulizer. Yatta. And then that. Then we enhance Nebulizer. Dust to the dust. And bleed. Do we have anything around bleed that we want? Yes, we do. The tier 4 gift. Of course. Enhance that. Rebate token has procced twice now. Oh, I love you, rebate token. And heal everyone, please. Heal it again. Thank you. Off to fight Cassetti and end the run one way or the other. This is a long ass stream. Since my ear infection is lowering a little bit, I stopped poking it. I should keep not poking it.
흐름이 바뀌었어. 저쪽 조장이 한마디 했나 본데.
Let me just confirm something here. This is... where is Turn of Fate? 7 absolute resonance. Okay, this is just a 6 resonance. So we're not wasting our power up.
나가서 싸워.
그렇게 할게요.
내가 봐주지.
이 피아턱을 마실걸?
Almost a kill.
너는 좀 자질이 있는데 나중에 따로 술 좀 할래.
The Yakuza owned the train, collecting some protection money from a vampire.
40.
Showing exactly why you pay the protection money.
좀 더 잘 뵐 수 있을 것 같은데요?
그래. 끝나면 맛있는 소리 기다릴 테니까. 하. 표정 좋아진 거 봐라. 아, 내가 사는 건 아니다.
Right?
거치적거리지 나가서 싸워. 뒤는 내가 봐주지.
되는 건 즐겁네요.
끝이 꽤 잘 갈렸고.
역시 모르네.
So far, so good. No problems whatsoever.
카타 대기만 해도 썰려 나가는 걸
왜
보니.
알아듣지
Sasha is here.
피주머니로서 우월해지는 것인데.
Sasha will be gone soon. Just gotta do the Rage Quit and Roblox fighting game. I'm sorry, but I never touched Roblox. Oh, I lie. I did play a game of Roblox with my friends once. It was a kind of like a shitty survival craft game, zombie survival craft. But other than that, I never touched Roblox. It never appealed to me. Sorry. A nice job. There is nothing more flattering than someone either calling you a hacker or rage quitting in those games. Now, I remember in my days when I played Planet Side 2, which was like an MMO FPS, I got in that game you could modify your guns, right? So I got like a pump action shotgun, so you know, high damage, and I changed the ammo type to slug, put it a 4x scope with like a chevrons to see the bullet drop. And I would counter snipe snipers with the shotgun from range. So just adjust the gun, the drop of the slug, and headshot them. They would see the kill camera and they would send me a tale telling me, "Oh, you're a hacker." And there's nothing that makes you feel warm and fuzzy inside when someone gets so mad at you that they have to appeal to call you a hacker rather than recognize you just outplayed them. I did that several times with my own brain of like stupid techniques where I call it the landmine grenade because grenades in that game have a very funny bounce. If you throw a grenade straight down, it will bounce in place straight up, then one more time, and then detonate. Enough time for its, you know, fuse to pop. I would turn a corner, find someone, that someone will immediately chase me because they want to kill, right? And once they do, they would chase me across, through a doorway where I throw a bouncy landmine grenade, and then they get blown to smithereens, and then they call me a hacker for it.
배는 맛은 있는
나가서
편이
싸워.
좋은데.
뒤는 내가 봐주지.
It required extremely tight timing to do the landmine grenade, though. And if they had like the upgrade for their character that allowed them to see like grenades, the HUD marker that there's a grenade nearby, that strategy fall apart. But still, many kills like that. Goodbye, Sasha. You are dead.
하나 둘 줄어드는구나. 그름이 좋아. 나는
And it's time for Cassetti.
이 정도로
He clipped the goddamn warrior. Hey, whoa, we're here to kill you.
저쪽 주장이
And we are gonna do it with extreme prejudice now. Goodbye. Let's see if we kill him or he mops the floor with us. Only two things are going to happen today.
환하게 삼켜지.
Remember, Cassetti gets stronger with bleed.
진짜 짜증. 애들
Oh yeah, Roseate Desire applied 3 paralysis, so we can do the paralysis trick with eagles as well. Doesn't have a chance. You're paralyzed, buddy.
너는 여기로 가고 넌 앞에 서고. 내가 건드릴 필요가 없네.
You're about to be paralyzed again.
나가서 싸워. 내가 봐주지.
Now, we're about to enter his second stage where he sucks up all our blood and gets a massive power up because everyone is going to be bleeding. Let's see how that is going to work out. But otherwise, I think this is a clear fight. I could probably keep going, but again, time and responsibilities call me. Alright, here comes the big sucker.
넌 앞에 서고. 내가 건드릴 필요가 없네. 그래 뭐.
There's no point in attacking him now because he's just going to regenerate all of the health that he loses. So we're just gonna try and brace for damage.
배는 맛은 있는
나가서
편이
싸워.
좋은데.
뒤는 내가 봐주지.
나는 진정한 왕으로 군림하는 것이다.
싸움 앞에서 힘내라 같은 건 쓸모없다고.
Now we enter the hell zone. Kinda.
되져버리니까. 정신만 똑바로 차려.
Set that.
거치적거리지만 마.
Lust resonance.
오지 마.
It's gonna be a long fight. We're not gonna allow him to heal anymore. Yeah, no, I think we got this fight in the bag. Every clash we had with him, he takes like 200 damage. No, he takes less damage from bleeding, so it's half of it. That's still pretty potent.
싸움 앞에서 힘내라 같은 건 쓸모없다고.
Ooh, he's getting ready to
내가
blood
다칠
me.
생각으로 나서지 않으면 우리가 되져버리니까 정신만 똑바로 차려.
You're not dodging me, boy. You're not dodging me, boy. You're gonna sit there and take it. You're gonna take all of the sword attacks.
먹지.
Come on.
이 피었잖아. 이 피었잖아.
And here we go.
뭐냐? 소름 싹 돋는 게 평범한 건 아닌데.
못 쳐주게.
나가서 싸워. 뒤는 내가 봐줘.
And the stagger is here, and the battle is pretty much over. With that battle over, we are ending the dungeon as well, for I am quite tired. I wasn't planning to go to floor 10, I did say I was going to, but again, almost midnight, I wake up 6 a.m. Finish him! Ah, almost. Ah, it's fine, it's belated night. Let's finish this.
나가서 싸워. 뒤는 내가 봐주지.
Hey, that was better than Jashu. I guess, yeah, even though he's like a floor later than Jashu, Cassette is still like nothing compared to Jashu. Give me random here. Oh boy. Alright, no, we're not going any further. Sorry, but we are going to finish it here. We're gonna hit forfeit, yes. The mission was completed. Heathcliff the goddamn warrior. Just a reminder, we did up to floor 9 without any grace and without any bought gifts. We just raw dog it. This team is my favorite. It is very powerful. It's one of the most fun teams to play around. I love them so much. Give me more. I want more of them. It's a good thing that we got some starlights too. Heathcliff is a monster for this thing. Heathcliff the goddamn warrior of the Kurokumo clan. Right. Well, that was a good mirror dungeon. That was a good birthday. That was fun. I will catch you all tomorrow for another mirror dungeon where we are going to be using the science team. Which means he will be mine soon. He will be mine. With that said, thank you all so much for watching, and if you liked the stream, please recommend it to your friends, and if you didn't like it, please recommend it to your enemies so that we may send our squad of Kurokumo goons to talk to them. Good night and see you tomorrow. Bye bye. What?